Hey, hello, hello, hello. Let's see, are my levels good? Yep, mic is working. Okay. Hello. All right. So yeah, I think today, because Black Ops 6 is around the corner, I wanted to hop on and play some MWZ before we couldn't anymore. I guess we can, but I have to imagine that the player base will drop substantially by the time BO6 comes out. I think most of the players on here now are either going to move over to Warzone or BO6. I think they're going to move off to their separate environments. I think this is something that kind of came together at a weird time and combined the audiences in a really unique way, but I think those people will move to the things that have the better player bases in the future. So yeah, I've been grinding to get all of these stuff done. I have all of the acquisitions. I don't need that for this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna run a couple games. I have an Elder Sigil. I'm just gonna kind of vibe and see what happens. I don't know. Oops. Yeah, if anyone drops in that wants to hop in a game, I'm down to lobby up with people as well. If anyone is playing MWZ and wants to hang out, yeah, this is gonna be a pretty chill thing. Little back pain, welcome, welcome. And just wondering, are you gonna do the BO4 maps? Yes, so I am going to do all of that. So I have a BO4 video in the works, just kind of going over all of BO4 from a systems level, and then I'm gonna do the BO4 maps, but um, that is taking a very long time. I am not going to be able to get that done before BO6 releases. So I have a couple smaller videos coming out that aren't map reviews. They're just kind of, I have one actually on MWZ that's going to come out probably the week of BO6. But yes, the short answer is yes. I'm going to be doing all of the Treyarch maps and then hopefully going back and doing all of the other ones. But it's gonna be a second. BO4 is coming next for sure. I do like BO4 a lot. I don't know if you do, but I will be talking about the things I like in that game, and then we'll be doing map by map. I like most of the maps as well, so yeah, I'm excited to do that. I think we just hop in here and get some gameplay going. Yeah, this all looks good, right? I have my triple pack. Okay. Yes. Perfect. I have my Scorcher to get across the map. All right, let's go for it. Yeah, yeah, no, I am a big fan of BO4. I think it has some very very serious problems, but I do like it a lot and I want to kind of defend it as best I can. So I had a script pretty much completely written out for BO4. And I had started recording it and started like doing the commentary, and then as I was like saying the words and starting to put everything together, I realized that I didn't really like the way I had constructed the script, so I scrapped it completely and have gone back and rewritten a new one. So those are both like probably 10,000 word scripts. I've written two just for BO4. So 10,000 words equals out to, I'm thinking like 50 minutes. So it's, yeah, that was a lot of wasted work that I didn't really intend. But yeah, that's where that's at. This so we're back in the zone on BO4, but it's going to be after BO6 releases. And I'm excited for BO6, so that's probably going to slow things down as well. Obviously, I'm going to be playing the maps, but I'm going to try and edit as much as I can to keep the progress going on that. But when a zombies game is in like life cycle, it's hard to go back and do retrospectives on older things. It's always more exciting to do the new thing, play the new thing. So yeah, but I'm gonna try. I'm definitely going to. And the yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot. All right, so let's pack this. Oh my god, I hate the little animation there. Okay, so I packed this and now I can start flying around the map. I want to go to the tier 3 pack and melee it before I do any work because I'm also trying to slowly grind out some weapon masteries. So I have to actually work with the camos on my guns, so I have to melee the pack-a-punch before I actually use my crystals. Okay. Let's do some flying. Yeah, we got 4 people in here. What, has anyone played MWZ, or is everyone kind of in, like, they're just waiting for BO6? They're playing, I don't know, customs on BO3 until BO6 comes out. Because I always thought I was a classic zombies only guy. Like, my favorite game is BO1, like, way back in the day. But playing Modern Warfare 3, I've started to like a lot more than I thought I would. It's it's not the same kind of game. I have a video talking about all of this, so I'm probably just mostly repeating talking points. But I do think that there's a lot of good to be found here, and if they're going to donuts, hello, hello, you showed up for the Modern Warfare stream, classic donuts. I've been watching all your videos recently, getting all the trying to defend MW3 and defend the MW systems that will be showing up in BO6. I'm all for that, so I'm very excited. A little back pain. You've been playing BO4. Oh, you're not going to get BO6 until DLC 1. I mean, you won't have to wait too long because they've said it's before the end of the year, which is good. Okay. Yeah, immediately. But that's fine. I'm going to buy... Yeah, I am not prepared for... was I actually tax printing there? There we go. That's the problem. And I have perks to drink as well. Where's the buy station here? Yeah, I mean, I imagine that they will be doing, I don't think they'll be doing a Halloween event in BO6, but they said they're going to be doing a lot of events. So there's probably going to be a lot to, is there no, oh, there it is, there it is. There's going to be a lot of events, so they're trying to get people, as opposed to waiting for DLCs, they want people to buy it and be playing it immediately. And playing it all the time, year round, never putting it down in the classic live service model. But I mean, I do want to play all the events, so I'm excited for that, for sure. Okay. You know, I haven't actually ever played Modern Warfare Zombies, barely even co-op. Like, I've never had to not focus on the game, so this will be interesting here. There was an Outlast contract down here a second ago. Yes, it is still there. Okay, and I'm probably going to just skip the triangles because it looks like someone's doing them there. I will just do my contracts. And then, if I feel comfortable, I've realized that I went down immediately as soon as getting into Tier 3. But I'm going to do my best to go into an Elder and get some stuff done. I have all my schematics, thankfully, but that's just the most entertaining stuff to do. As the game gets harder, it's more and more interesting, so the goal is to get there at some point. Yes, yes, I will pop my armor and my perks now that I'm all set up. Yeah, Donuts, I don't know about you, but if I don't have a golden armor in my stash, I am a lot less motivated to play. I guess you just put out your video talking about the armor system and how, you know, you like the tactical allowance of being able to kind of choose when you want to put on armor, but for me, I'm kind of in the mindset of it's just kind of, it's one more thing to juggle, and maybe I'm just bad at the game, but I have enough to juggle that it's almost mental overload for me. So I find myself a lot less motivated to play if I don't have the golden armor. I've been doing it a lot more recently just because I've been trying to get a couple guns done per day, but it definitely is, it is something that I do have to pay attention to. And yes, yeah, for the Dark Ethers, yeah, I would not do an Elder run without an armor. Do you know if, because I've been doing some just regular Dark Ethers, regular sigils, now that they're free for Season 6, and I've found, like, is the zombie health that much higher than Tier 3? It almost feels like Tier 3 health. Maybe just because I always have a golden tool, but it doesn't feel like a true kind of Tier 4 to me. It feels like I can still pretty easily kill the zombies. I probably should have bought an ammo mod in here. Hopefully I get one out of a contract. Hopefully it is Deadwire, because I hate the Disciples. Okay, so it is a jump, but yeah, it just doesn't, just in terms of game feel, it doesn't feel super significant. So yeah, okay. Okay, okay. I mean, yeah, I do, like, I don't feel like, I've never felt like this game is unfair. Like, once I figured out how to, like, operate in Tier 3 back at the first couple months of the game, like, I felt going into Tier 3 underprepared definitely was difficult, but that's my fault for going in underprepared. So I do think that once I figured out what's actually happening, I wonder if I could join this squad. I have no problem joining up with people if I can get a free tool out of it. If I can just kind of mooch off these, if not, no problem. Okay, they do have a pretty big squad going. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I do think that Elder is definitely a huge jump up, and so that's definitely something, but Dark Aether, I guess it's really a margin thing where it's just not that much marginal difference, so it doesn't feel like as much. But yeah. I do agree. It doesn't feel like the kind of jump from tier 2 to 3. It doesn't feel like that kind of significant jump. It looks like these guys want to go to the Elder. Yes, we can use my sigil too if you want. I am down for that, but let me get a couple self-revives in the stash first. Please and thank you. I would be interested, yeah. I definitely am like the kind of zombies player who doesn't, look up health values or zombie counts per round, but it would be interesting to see like what are the statistics of like, oh, okay, I didn't get because I joined late. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. That was my fault for trying to mooch anyway. But is this bounty glitched as well? Because that is also, I don't see what they're trying to kill. It's definitely not right here. Maybe it's that? Let me see what's going on. Is there anybody over here? Oh no, he's just doing another triangle, of course. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this bounty. It's just invisible. Actually, this is a tier 1 Scorcher. That's not going to kill anything there. I'm sorry, friend. Yeah, I'll try and revive you with a decoy. There are a couple mimics, but I'll do my best. Okay, he got the healing aura, maybe a dog, something like that. Alright. Okay, these guys seem like they're over here setting up. Yeah, I think I interrupted my own thought, but I think what I was trying to say at the end of all that is I do enjoy the Elder. I think that... Oh yeah, there it is. Perfect. I think that there's a lot of chances to make it unfair, but I don't think anything in this game got to that point. Like, even the super hard boss fight was hard in a very good way. I think they've really managed to have a really successful balancing act of... And I guess that's also a matter of if you have your schematics, maybe the game doesn't feel as good if you don't have all your schematics, and that doesn't feel as balanced, but oh, I will drop that for anyone that doesn't have it. I assume everyone has it, though. Yeah, nothing there. These guys are probably the type to rush bounties. I'm the kind of guy who would go for a raid weapon stash, maybe, but we shall see what they want to do. Okay. Oh, he's got a ray gun. Wow, yeah, these guys are zooming. They have 22,000 points already. Yeah, I think they're going to want to run for the Elder fairly shortly. I'll do this anyway. If they want to cancel it, I'm down with that as well. But this gets me kills for my gun mastery. I'm not going to get it before BO6 comes out, but I have just been kind of passively swapping guns to make sure I use everything. I'm now getting the Zircon scale. I'm about half done those. And then Serpentine shouldn't take too long. It's just a matter of loading into a match with each of the guns. 10 special enemy kills is not difficult. And then Borealis is automatic. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Just very passively, very passively. I've never been a camo guy, but I've started like paying attention to it just because I need something to motivate myself to play Modern Warfare Zombies. I need some zombies fix, and I wanted to have a goal in mind. So that's what I found myself doing here, and I think that I've kind of gotten hooked, and I think BO6 I'm going to be heading in that direction. I think it's gonna be a similar grind to this in that I think just playing with different guns is going to be good enough to get you most of the stuff you need. So you just have to be vigilant about swapping. Whoa! See, BO4 Dark Matter is the kind of thing that I would love to be able to have, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to ever get there. So is one of the guns, do you have the Welling headshots challenge done? I know the technical challenges aren't too bad, but the Welling revolver, do you have the headshots done? Because it's the one gun you can't get kills as pack-a-punched, right? So you have to get them all either during insta-kill or the first, like, 3 rounds. And that's what I've always heard people say is the 2/3 of the way through the headshots. Okay, I mean, that's progress, yeah. I've heard that, yeah, when I very first got on my camo grinding kick, I was like, how hard would it be to go back? And then I immediately did BO3, and that's literally just like 800 kills a gun. Like, that's nothing. So I was feeling very motivated, and then so I looked to BO4 first, or next after that, because I was like, oh, this can't all be too bad, and was immediately met with a Herculean task. Let me pack-a-punch this Scorcher twice. Oh, silver bullets. Very true. Very true. Yeah, that's a good call. And then the elixirs as well. I have a ton of, what is it called? It's not Divinium, Nebulian Plasma. I have a ton of that saved up that I'm waiting for another Tungsten Tripler to redeem. But I'm not a huge Megas guy, so I probably have a ton of those just in the pocket that I could use for that. I mean, hopefully Black Ops 6 is good and I don't feel motivated to leave, but if it, for some horrible reason, knock on wood, is no good, maybe that'll be my next task, is get the dark matter there. But I feel like that is probably the ultimate, if you have that, like, that's the ultimate flex. Like, I love BO4 so much, and so anyone who has that has my undying respect. What else are we looking at here? All spores. I guess spores are fine. I just want to get a couple more points to grab themselves, but I'm happy to go with these guys to the Elder. I've gotten my footing. I'm not dying every 12 seconds like I was worried about as soon as I came in and died instantly in Tier 3. Okay. This is gonna just be right down here. Oh, but I want to not lose my decoys. So Donuts, I got all my schematics fairly recently. I got very lucky with the season 5 schematics. I got my storage increase and my those last couple. I got those like the first 2 runs I did. I know you didn't get your storage rift plans for the longest time. I feel very blessed, but I had no major issues with that. I did have to go back and get some season 3 stuff because I wasn't playing at the time, but I do actually have everything at this point. Oh, I don't have my decoy because I literally just stowed it. That's my B. And I was worried that after getting all the schematics, I would start to lose motivation to play the game, but I'm finding that there actually is enough to do here that I do still feel like I'm accomplishing something. I was worried that being a extraction shooter, it would kind of be all about the grind, and if the grind's over, then what's the point? But it actually hasn't been a problem for me. What's left? That one over there. Yeah, it's over. Too easy. Okay. Perfect. I guess I can get some perks now as well. I think my thing with the schematics, just looking back at that, I think the problem with that system was not even that it had an endpoint. Like, once you get all the schematics, you feel like you have nothing to do. I don't think that was the main problem. I think, honestly, they just kind of went too hard too fast, and all of the season one schematics were all of the best. So I think there was really nowhere to go from there. Like, they addressed pretty much all of the major systems that early, and there was, I mean, the rest of the stuff was fun to play around with, but it didn't feel fundamental in the same way. It didn't feel like you actually had to do it. It just felt like if you want to have a game of fun with a disciple or a sergeant, you could. But like right now, I'm running what, golden armor, aether blade, and I guess they have two dogs. Like, that is, those are the ones that feel the most important. How are we doing? Okay. Donuts, that is, I am so glad you said that. I'm working on a kind of goodbye video to MWZ. A I think it's going to release probably like the week BO6 releases as well. I and that is like 100% like the thesis statement of that video is the all of the content was end game. It was either end game content or it was, so what? Hello, hello. Yeah, the only post release content was endgame, or it was stuff you only do once. It was either it was the campaign mission, the story mission, or a warlord. That was 100% the biggest problem. I think there are major gaps in all of, like, 90% of the map is this yellow and gray area, and that was never once, like, a single time touched in any update. It's I because the warlords, like, you could say that is kind of tier 2 content, but the thing is, warlords aren't fun. Like, the mercenaries unfortunately just weren't enjoyable to navigate, so people will do it once for the blueprint but never again. I'm so glad I'm not crazy. Yeah, yeah, 100%. That is, like, I think that, and it's not even that, like, like, because you can kind of build it up like, well, people will get good at the game and always be in tier 3, but being an extraction shooter, like, tier 1 and 2 are parts of the gameplay loop. Like, if you die in the dark ether, like, you have to work your way back up from 0 and play tier 1 and 2 again, and it's the same as it was on release day. So you just feel like you're wasting your time. You feel like you're having a lesser experience. Yeah, could not agree more. I don't actually know if the Scorcher is the best weapon to deal with these guys with. I don't. I guess it's just a matter of hitting their critical points. When they added, so yeah, there are the tier 2 triangles. I don't know if I've ever done one of them. I usually just try and grab one of the tier 3s and hope I get lucky. Do they have the same odds as the tier 3s? Do they have like a third, the post patch odds, like the third chance of the golden tool and pack-a-punch crystal and 2/3 chance of everything else? Like, is it equally worth it to do tier 2 triangles to try and get those little bonuses? Okay. Okay, yeah. I think that, I guess that is a good call. That's my bad for not really playing those, but yeah, I guess it makes sense. Like, if they had just started adding, like, extra contracts in tier 2, people would have been unhappy as well. Like, that wouldn't have, people would have said, like, they want new schematics, they want new, like, crazy dark ether locations, of course. But I think that there was just such a like a missing. Is he not right there? Yes. Okay. Um, yeah, like that gameplay loop is so underserviced. Oh, they do just want to run bounties. That's fair. That's fair. Like I want to be able to enjoy. I want to be able to enjoy doing tier 1 and 2. Like if it was easier but there was unique stuff to do, I would be compelled to do that. But right now it's just doing the same contracts you do in tier 3 but more boring and taking longer. So I think that it's yeah, it is frustrating in that way. I was not paying attention. I think maybe our contract got stolen by one of these other guys running around here. Maybe we do this after all. So what? You've stopped buying new COD since the first NW remaster. This version of zombies looks weird. Um, yeah, I think you represent a large demographic of fans. So what? I think that that's true. I think a lot of people fell off kind of with the not warzonification of COD, but like, oh, okay, so we do have a contract active, but I just can't see it. Okay, you know what? I've never had a lot of these issues with this game before, but I'm starting to see it fall apart at the seams. Like I've never had a crash, never had anything go super wrong for me, but now that I'm recording it, suddenly the game is falling apart. Um yeah, I think that it's very it is very different. It's obviously it's open world and objective based, so it's going to have these huge spaces. It's not going to look like an old COD, but I think that this is a very very cool experiment, and if you don't go into it expecting like a sequel to BO3, there's a lot to love here as understanding that it's its own mode. And yeah, the effect on the gun is the reward for beating the final boss of the mode, basically. With a... Okay, someone's doing that raid weapon stash. I don't think it's us. I have no idea what's happening with my contracts right now. I hope my team is just gonna figure it out. This platinum guy in chat has gone down a couple times. I'm not sure where he is. Okay, yeah, they just gave up and went to the ether. Sounds good to me. Let's go. I don't have any self-revives, but that's a personal problem. Okay, someone's already marked it. Maybe no one's going to vote yes, and we can quickly grab something over here. Want to give it a try? Looks like it should be fun. Just too busy? Yeah. I think that's another big part of it, too. So what? I think you're totally right that a lot of people's favorite Call of Duty in the community right now, like a lot of the vocal people say that their favorite is Black Ops 3. It's a great game. I think at least some part of that, though, is that's when a lot of people were in high school and were able to come home at 2 p.m. and grind out the game for however many hours. Like, it's a time in your life thing that, like, obviously it is a great game. And if they released Black Ops 6 today, or Black Ops 3 today, I think a lot of people would still say it's a great game. But a lot of it is not nostalgia in the sense that it was never good, and it's only good because it's something from back then, but it is like, that part of your life is definitely tied up in how you feel. And I think that people being able to get to Prestige Master in Black Ops 3, like having that time to really dig into the game, really colors their opinion. But yeah, I think that if you're looking for a jumping on point, I probably would recommend Black Ops 6 as opposed to this. I think that if you played the old games and you want something to come back to, I think the new game's coming out, that's going to be the thing everyone's talking about. Definitely pick that up if you want to get back into the ecosystem. But if you want something new, if you know that you like round-based zombies and want to try something new, I do recommend this more than I would recommend Outbreak or Vanguard or something like that. Like, I think this is the closest they've made to a non-round-based mode that feels like a complete vision. And it's not all the way there, but it definitely has the strongest foundation. Yeah, exactly like you said, Donuts. Like it feels fleshed out in a way that it's worth playing. Absolutely, it's worth putting the time in and getting all the schematics, or giving it a try and seeing if you like it. And then if you do, you know what you're in for sure. Oh, we went season 1, and is it regular? It is Elder. Okay, we have the 15 minutes. Oh boy, I don't know if I fully remember where all of the teddy bears are for this. He's going for the one that I do know. Yeah, yucky. Okay. But I guess that means that everyone will know what they're doing. Perfect. Yeah, little back pain. I did see that. They did put out the podcast. I don't know if anyone actually watched the clip of the podcast, but yeah, they talked for zombies for about 5 minutes, and the highlights were that the HUD's getting tweaked. They were very careful not to say anything too crazy. I wonder if anyone. It doesn't look like anyone has a VR11, so we just have to actually keep this thing alive. Yeah, they said that the HUD is being tweaked, and probably I'm not expecting major changes. I really hope people don't get their hopes up too much. I think it's still going to be fairly similar to what we've seen. Maybe, like, yeah, I can't even envision what it would be, but I don't think it's going to be this. It's not going to be the BO3 HUD just plastered onto the gameplay. And I don't want it to be, but some people might. It's not going to be that. But they did also say that Liberty Falls has been tweaked in a couple ways. They mentioned that it's like they've improved the mood and atmosphere, is what they said. And they also mentioned that I don't know if this was just damage control or not, but they specifically said that the Liberty Falls we saw in the gameplay was not the finished Liberty Falls visually, because Easter eggs were disabled. So I guess that somewhat confirms what people were hypothesizing, that over the course of the main Easter egg, something about the atmosphere of the map changes, whether that's, dark aether incursions or something similar, something smaller. But the map will change to some extent over the course of the Easter egg. And that's something we couldn't see because those were disabled. Donuts, the only thing I can imagine is that... Yeah, I mean, that would be a very reasonable thing that they could do pretty easily. I do wonder... Donuts, what are your thoughts on this? I hear a lot of people, when they criticize the HUD, say that the character portraits are kind of like a thing they absolutely need. Like that's a really standout feature for them. I personally never found that, and almost the opposite. Like I did like it in Infinite Warfare. I liked that, where it was very stylized. But just in the BO3 system, like just seeing a portrait of your character that you're playing that you can kind of intuit just based on your voice lines that you hear, I feel like that was kind of unnecessary clutter. I don't feel like that really necessarily added atmosphere. I never felt like that was a required feature. But I guess if people want that would be something that they could fairly easily implement if they have renders for every operator. They just have a little headshot photo. That would be very easy to slap on there. Oh yeah, I have my Ether Blade as well. I have not been, I've been saving up a lot of my schematics, knowing that I would be playing a lot this week, so I haven't actually been playing with the Ether Blade, so I forget that it's just an insta-kill of 3 zombies for free here. I hope one of these guys drops some ammo. No. There we go. You got it. You got me. But yeah, I think that the podcast today was promising in a way. I think that they didn't promise too much, which I think is a good thing. They just said, like, the team's hard at work, they're tweaking a couple things, like they have heard the feedback, and I think that that's best case scenario. I don't want them completely caving into the crazy people on Twitter sending them death threats, but hearing that they are listening to feedback and they do have a couple of things in the pipeline, I think that I'm excited to see what they've been working on here. If they change the sky, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think that, and I think that the system they have now too, where you can throw an operator on there if you don't care, that's gonna make the highest number of people happy. So I agree that I want a set crew, and I probably will never play with not a set crew. Even once I get sick of the voice lines, I just think that's what I want. But having the option there is great. Can I still access this? Yes, I can. I'm so bad at navigating these menus on controller. It's my bad. Okay, I don't need that, don't need that, and I can drop my storage plans. Now, I hope someone knows the location of the next contract. Yeah, 100% to both of those. Yeah, and if the skybox changed during the Easter egg, that's something they'd done before. You're absolutely right. I didn't make that connection before, but yeah, it could. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want the whole map to be Dark Ether. I feel like we've seen a lot of this purple Dark Ether here in Modern Warfare Zombies, and I like it, but I think that I'm ready for something new. That said, like, that would be something they could pretty easily do. So, yeah, it's definitely on the table. And, yeah, and I completely agree with Donuts, you as well. They didn't promise, like, this is going to be a completely different map than you've seen before, and I hope people don't expect that and hurt their own feelings. Because, yeah, they're just making, lighting changes and little things like that. Like, they're not remodeling the map. So don't beat the devs up when they don't do that, because this is a map they've been working on for, like, 2 years probably. Like, they can't just change it on a whim. But they can do some things, like, the engine is pretty powerful to handle a couple lighting changes and things. So, yeah. Yeah. Agree. Grab a drink of water here. Anything good? Another schematic to drop. I don't know if anyone actually needs these, or if they're just like me and doing things for fun. Let me just get out of this corner, and I will use my healing aura. There you go. And I want this Elder Sigil, please. Thank you. Perfect. And so we do have the Outlast contract left, and there we go. We got it. Perfect. Oh, that's not how you get there. How do you get there? Am I have never approached it from this angle. Where am I trying to get right now? There we go. There's the room we need to be in. Perfect. And then is this the way up, or is it on the other side? No, that's the office, the keys. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I cannot imagine being here without golden armor. Like, there is enough, I wonder if that's gonna last long enough to hit the end of the contract. Probably not, actually. Like, there are enough zombies being killed if you have Aether Blades running that there are enough armor plates on the ground to refill your stash if you have to manually plate, but it's just, like, it's so chaotic and you're doing so many different things that it's hard to focus on that. It's not an impossible task, it's just, yeah, it's like I was saying, it's just mental overload, it feels like to me. Okay. And we got that last schematic, which we can give to people. Oh, you know what? I've been doing this, and I'm realizing now that Season 1 Dark Aether, everyone gets the same stuff. So this is not randomized, so no one's waiting for a specific one. Like, everyone knows what they're getting. Okay, I'm silly. I had good intentions, though, and that's what really matters. Okay, and I assume we're all done here? People aren't just hitting at the... Yeah. Okay. Hopefully no one dies on the way out. But that will be that for that game. Okay. One down there. I did not get a ton of kills with the STG, which is a little frustrating for a guy like me trying to work on camos, but... Okay, and I came out of there. Yeah, I didn't really grab any of the acquisitions because I do have a fairly full stash right now. So I'm pretty much set there. Perfect. Okay, so that game is done. We do have a couple people in chat. I did say that if, you know, we have spots in the lobby, if anyone wants to party up for a game, I am fully willing to do that, but I understand a lot of people are probably just watching passively, so no worries about that as well. But yeah, feel free to let me know if you want to jump in, if anyone actually plays Modern Warfare Zombies. Otherwise, I think I'll just, I'm not really doing anything specific. If anyone wants to do anything, I can, but I was just planning on running through each of the Dark Aethers maybe in a row. That would require needing to own the game. Merku, you're not wrong. That is true. It's on Game Pass, though. If you have Game Pass, you have this, which I will always recommend, just in terms for being able to play some of the... I got to play a lot of my favorite games through that. I got to play Enter the Gungeon for the first time through that. Incredible. Hades was on Game Pass. I'm a big roguelike guy, so that was a good summer for me. Was playing those two. Let's see, what else do we need? Don't need to craft anything just yet. Take another Scorcher. Too many gums you already have to finish? That's also very true. Merky, are you going to play Black Ops 6, or are you still grinding through a backlog? What is your plan for the big day in a couple weeks? What else did I want? I want one of these. I don't know why I just unequipped the golden plate, because I want that. Ace of Spades, thank you. Yeah, I've seen people with a lot higher, but this streak has been going on for a fairly long time. I have, let's see, my strike team over here. Yeah, I fairly recently unlocked the wood skin, got that up a bit, and then I have these two guys. This has been my guy from the very start. He has died. Spawn has died many times, but I've got him onto a pretty good routine right now. And then, yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I completely sympathize with people who have been getting a lot of crashes. I have never once seen a crash in this game for myself. Like, I have never had that issue, which is not like, I'm not saying I don't believe anyone who does, but just personally, I have not had that happen. So I haven't had the negative kind of emotion attached to that. All right, let's grab some perks then if we're full on everything else. PhD, Speed Cola, Quick Revive. And I am on Xbox right now. I have the Game Pass, so I have everything. I have it on my computer, but my computer is not good enough, I don't think, to stream and run this game with appropriate graphics. So I am just right now. I brought my Xbox into my room and I am playing on that, which is my preferred console anyway. And I have one more slot. What do I want? Just another basic perk. Just get that health regen. Yeah, that might be it too. Yeah, I would imagine that they're prioritizing consoles because consoles is where the majority of their audience is. So it's entirely possible that I'm just completely insulated from that based on what I'm playing on. Okay. I think we're ready to jump back in. Yeah. I don't need to pop any tokens. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, once again, throwing the offer out there if anyone wants to hop in, but if not, we will go in, and I think the plan, I mean, if we did Dark Aether 1, maybe the plan can be to do Dark Aether 2 this game. We'll see if I can get some friends in the lobby. Dark Aether 2 is fairly easy, though. I don't really have an issue with that one. Season 3... Yeah, Season 3 is the one I really struggle with. Because it has that super long escort and the boss fight at the end. That one's tough. Okay. I would like to get him a jug, but I think I'll stick with my main guy right now. All right. Hopping in. Yeah, no worries, Donuts. Thanks for stopping by. We'll definitely have to play a game at some point, though. I would love to do that, and yeah, definitely grind out the videos because I am excited to watch them all. Thanks for stopping by. Ace of Spades, you're making your own videos. Oh, okay. I'll have to check out. Have you uploaded them? From start? Have you? Sorry, I just completely blanked out. Have you uploaded any yet? Because I would love to check them out. I'm always looking for new people to watch. So, oh, I should have voice chat off. I just heard a random little click. Okay, we're good though. You're making zombies related videos? Okay, so yeah, what have you been what kind of stuff have you been talking about? I think that it's the kind of thing where you definitely have to make a couple videos before you understand what's happening. You have to find your voice, you have to understand how to write scripts. That was definitely something that took me time to figure out at the start. So getting started is the hardest part. So congratulations on taking that step. Oh, guides. Okay. Yeah, that's a good field to get into. Okay. Yeah, I will check those out because I'm yeah, I feel like I'll definitely be following your career for Black Ops 3 because I feel like I know a lot about Black Ops 1 and 2. I'm pretty deep into that. Like I understand a lot of the machinations of that side of things, but Black Ops 3 I spent a lot of time with that game, but not as much as I would like to know every side Easter egg, every optimization for the main Easter egg. So that's definitely something I would be very interested in. Okay. So we got our Scorcher. Oh, you know what? We didn't bring a mini pack crystal for our Scorcher, so that's gonna mean we take forever to fly in the air. But that's okay. Where's this guy? This guy's there. Perfect. Okay. You're gonna be making analysis videos soon? Okay, yeah. I mean, that's I can't fault you there. It's a good field to be in as well. I will say though, it's tough looking back on old maps when there's new stuff coming. So, not to tell you what to do, but if it was me, I would love to focus on Black Ops 6. Right now I'm working on my Black Ops 4 video, but it's hard to look back in the past now that I know there's this current thing that's currently active. So, definitely find a way to balance having fun and playing the new thing with trying to look at the content. Okay. So, this is an annoying pack-a-punch for where we spawned, but we are good to go. And it looks like, yeah, dark. So the tier 3 I've noticed the past little while has been a lot less populated than it usually is. Maybe it's just because it's not right by the launch date of a season. but I usually haven't had a ton of issues with, you know, getting a triangle or grabbing the first contract. It's it seems like there's still the same amount of people in the lobby, but a lot of them are sticking to tier 2. And I don't know why, but it's good for me. Okay, okay. So we melee that so that we're allowed to do that. And then we can start popping all these guys. Perfect. Okay. Now we can go do contracts. Oh, yeah. So I think I've done unstable a single time. It is probably the hardest thing this game has to offer. I agree. I would say harder than the boss fight. I think that is, yeah, it's tough. Let's get some of these guys off our backs here. Yeah, it's a cool camo, and the schematic, if the schematic cooldown that it offers was a bit more accessible, I think it'd be pretty cool, but I think it might be like it's not physically impossible solo, but at my skill level, I think I'm comfortable saying it is effectively, for all intents and purposes, impossible solo. Like there's so much to do. I got lucky and kind of grabbed a squad that was going there anyway. And yeah, it's the thing that had a lot of promise. It was, you know, it was supposed to be round-based zombies within MWZ, right? But let's see if this guy wants to join in. But yeah, the implementation was just not all the way there. It's so hectic that it kind of exposes a lot of the flaws of the mode of MWZ as a whole, just like how, you know, like the flaws in the armor system and things like that. Like yeah. It's definitely the kind of thing where I did it once for the camo and said that's good enough. What am I looking at here? Okay. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, that's exactly what I was kind of trying to say and couldn't really get there, but you've said it perfectly. The space you're playing in is not conducive to the way the zombie pathing is in MWZ. It doesn't feel right, so everyone just stands on top of that fence in the top left and spams rocket launchers. I totally agree, it could have been cool, and that schematic cooldown is the right reward to have for it. Like, it was a good idea, but it just couldn't work the way it was implemented. 100% agree. Yeah, exactly what you said. Okay. What am I doing? I haven't even gotten 100 kills across these 2 games. That is crazy. There we go. I guess when you're just using Etherblade all the time, you don't get too many kills with the gun. And I think one other problem with the Unstable Rift for me is, as far as I can tell, there's no way to optimize it. Like, it posits itself as round-based, but it isn't actually. It's just you have to kill zombies for a certain amount of time until a boss enemy shows up. So if you could, you know, do something really well and end up getting it done within 15 minutes, I think it would be a lot better as well. But the fact that you have to stick around for that, like, whatever it is, 35-minute timer every single time, also is one of the things that, for me, it kind of, it makes it daunting to try and work yourself up to want to do it. I was really hoping that wouldn't be a Mega Abomination. But that's the fun of it, right? Okay. I would love to pack this thing so I can actually fly around. Okay. Yeah, Doggy Dog World. We were talking about that fairly recently. Yeah, like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it's we we were kind of talking in chat. We were thinking that like we have to not get our hopes up too much. I don't think it's gonna be like Donuts was saying, like it's not gonna go from Liberty Falls to Shadows of Evil. Like it's not gonna be a swap like that. But I also think it is good that they're listening to feedback and making some tweaks. And there are tweaks they can do with the lighting that probably wouldn't take too much work, or I don't want to say like not too much work, but would be simpler at least, that would have a big impact. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they've been doing. I just want to make sure that people aren't, getting their hopes up to say that, they fixed every single thing. It's going to be a nighttime map now. It's going to have the most atmosphere any map has ever had. Like it's not going to be that dramatic of a change, but it is going to be something. So yeah, that's a nuke, right? Yeah. And yeah, I totally agree that I'm glad that they were able to, because there was some less than nice feedback being put out there, so I'm glad that they were able to pick through that and find the people who were kind of saying things in good faith and actually trying to like say things in a nice way and not sending death threats. So I'm glad that they are still able to listen to the community and not just giving up on us completely. And yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but in the same thing, they did mention that they were tweaking the HUD as well. So it's again another thing where it's not going to be, a whole new HUD, but they are, again, there is something there where they are trying to appease some people. They're trying to make it better for us. Yeah, I think the thing to remember is that the people who make these games want people to like it. Like they aren't sitting there in Treyarch at their desks saying, "I hope everyone hates this game." They want it to be a good game and they want people to like it. So if we can communicate in a respectful way about that, like they want to hear feedback and they want us to, at the end of the day, they want us to like the game. Like they're making art and they want us to enjoy that art. So it's, yeah, the developer community conversation can have some positive effects. It just has to be handled properly. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of get confused between, things like Treyarch and Activision. Like those are two separate entities with different goals, and the important thing to remember is that like I'm sure there are, money people at Activision who just want to make money. Like that's their entire job. But and they might be putting pressure on developers in a certain way and things like that. But they're not all evil either. Like there are hardworking people who genuinely want people to appreciate what they're doing. Like everyone wants people to appreciate them, right? So yeah. I got a comment on my Buried video recently that was from a ex-developer at Treyarch who is a level designer on Buried, and it was a really sweet comment. It was just saying that like to have people, he was just reading all the comments on the video of people saying that they had so much fun with Buried, and it was, it was the map they played with their friends and things like that. And he was just like, to be able to read all those and see that all these years later people remember something he did as, something that allowed them to have a fun night with their friends or play games with their dad, like that like made his day, because he enabled that experience. And so I think it's important to remember that that's what these people want at the end of the day. Okay, where's my friend here? Okay, there he is. Let's see if I can pop ahead. There we go. I might just blow my jug here, actually, to be quite honest. Because I don't know. I don't have much to help me deal with this guy. I don't have a ton of ammo in this thing. There we go. Yeah, let's just use it. A net loss of 5,000 points, but maybe I'll get a self-revive or something out of it. Something could happen. And I hope I at least get some ammo. There we go. There's a little bit. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, and I guess we get a couple points here, right? How much is that? I don't actually know. Yuck. We got nothing good there. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Okay. I'm gonna hop here, get this to the next level, but I am really hoping that my teammate does some work here, grabs a contract. Who knows? Maybe grab a spore control? That'll be over here. I can help with that. Okay. And then, yeah, so the plan for this game, again, to reiterate, is I think we're going to be going in this Dark Ether and doing those contracts just for some funsies. Perfect. Okay. He did not get a contract, but that's okay. We're all friends here. Oh, he's trying. He's just fighting for his life. That's fair. I can't blame him there. I've been there many times trying to get through a door in tier 3 and just... yeah, he was getting hounded by a mega. Can't blame you for that one. Okay. So now I have to remember I needed to buy another jug. Someone has to remind me that I don't have that. Oh, I didn't use my... oh, okay. Sorry. That's silly of me. Okay. Get this done real quick. One thing I do like about tier 3 is no mercenaries. That is a very nice added benefit of finally working your way up here. That hit it right? Yeah, we got that. Okay. Easy enough. I've done this many times. The last one should be up top. Oh no, it's over here. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, let me know if the video cuts out for you guys. I just saw something weird on the preview. Okay, should be back now though. So yeah, I kind of want to get a sense for how are you guys, like, have any of you played Modern Warfare Zombies? Did you play for a bit and fall off? Are you still playing? I kind of want to get a sense of where people are at, because my understanding is that most people played for, if anyone played it at all, they played it at the start, like before season 1 even dropped, and then slowly fell off. Obviously there are still a lot of people in the lobbies, but I'm curious if that is an intersection with my audience at all. Come on now. Because, yeah, I think there was a pretty severe fall off. Maybe people came back for the boss fight at the end, but I think that as much as I do enjoy a lot about this mode, it did it did have a problem with lack of content, and for this kind of game, that is definitely a death sentence. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. That was a bad placement there, and I got nothing again. Sick. 10 days of play. I wonder, let me think. I think I'm actually at about the same. I think I'm at 271 hours. Good call. Where is the buy station now? Right there. So yeah, I think I'm actually pretty much right where you are. I don't have any friends to convince, so unfortunately you got me beat there. But that is cool. Yeah, I wonder, did your friends, when you say they're skeptical, were they old Zombies fans who don't like the new stuff? Are they current Call of Duty like multiplayer players? Like what kind of people are finding some value in the mode? Because I think, as you know, a Zombies player, obviously, I just bought self-revives instead of my jug suit, but that's fine. I need those as well. So we'll buy a jug next time. Yeah, because I think this mode has a lot to offer for everybody. It probably has the least to offer for like actual Zombies fans. It's more for, you know, objective-based people and Warzone people. So it's interesting the kind of audience they've cultivated here. But yeah, I think that I'm glad that you've gotten people into it, because I think that there is a lot to find fun here. So I'm glad that people are appreciating that. My experience is the opposite. Yeah, doggy dog, I think your experience is not uncommon at all. I think that's what a lot of people went through, and I don't blame you at all. I'm not saying you're wrong for not liking it, because I think this mode has serious problems. I'm just... Whoa, calm down, calm down. I was just hoping that someone there dropped ammo. They didn't. I'm able to look past them, but I do see some major issues here. And I don't blame you at all for falling off. I think I will say though, this it's sorry, what am I trying to say? Playing it's tough to sell because the first 5 games aren't fun. Like, they're the least fun time you'll have during the entire game, which sucks, and that's bad game design. But it is the game design that it is, because you don't have any schematics yet, you don't have anything unlocked, and this game is all about having things unlocked. Like, I don't know if you saw at the start of this game, I loaded in with, like, every single one of these slots was full with something to make my weapon better, or a free perk, or a free wonder weapon. Like, when you don't have that, of course, it's... Why don't I have my Ether Blade? My Ether Blade has not come back to me. That seems broken. So yeah, and I'm not defending them for that. Like, I completely agree. Like, your game should hook people right away. It should not take a second to be fun. It should always be fun. So yeah, that is a big problem with the mode. I'm just gonna wait for the contract to end here, or get close to ending, before I pick this guy up, but I will get him, don't worry. And then Chud Jim says, you never bought it? Okay, well, I'm glad to give you a taste. Yeah, I think it's definitely the kind of thing where you want to like, see if you'll like it first before you'll buy it, but before you ever touch it. So it's not like I would say Black Ops 6 is the kind of thing where if you like zombies, you can probably buy it sight pretty unseen. So this is definitely the kind of thing where you want to know what you're getting into. Absolutely. Yeah, Call of Duty, I doubt it's going to be that low for a while. If you have an Xbox or a strong PC, I would say get a Game Pass trial, pay $10 and, you know, try it out for a month and then cancel Game Pass if you don't like it. That's one way to kind of quote-unquote demo it. But yeah, I would not buy the game unless you're sure you're into it. Little Back Pain thought about getting it, but lack of content. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, it is a price issue. Um, it's yeah. I've played, yeah. Me and Ace of Spades have been saying we've been playing for 10 days total, but I don't know if you agree, Ace of Spades, but it's definitely the kind of thing where you have to make your own fun. Like you'll have a fun grind getting all the schematics and getting everything unlocked, but after that point, you definitely have to find things to do because it can be repetitive if you just do the same thing over and over. When it came out, there's no solo. Uh, Depends on what you mean exactly. There is no, you can't play offline. There is no offline. You're always going to be in a match with 25 other people. That is 100% guaranteed. Um, and I think you do need like Xbox Live or PS Plus to do that, which is unfortunate, very bad, but that's kind of what the game is. So yeah, that is the case. That will always be the case. You can load into that game solo if you want. Like you don't need to have a team of 3, and you can just like load into the big Warzone match alone, which is what I almost always do. But if you mean like solo offline, can pause and everything, yeah, that's not. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And yeah, it's not even. Is this? Yeah, that is 3 already. Um, yeah, it's not really built for that. I've been able to kind of get to a point where if I have all my schematics, I can play a game solo and never join up with anyone and, not die. And I make it all the way through. But it is a long journey to get there. And yeah, it's definitely the kind of thing where you definitely have more fun. Like this Sparksy guy, I didn't load in with him. I just joined up during the game. So it's something I prefer to do just because it is more fun to have someone, even if you're not voice chatting, just have someone on the team to exist around you. So Chud, you can load into a game with 3. You cannot like load in with more than that of your friends because you can only load into a game with a team of 3, but once you're in the game, you can join up with randoms to make a squad of size 6. So you can get bigger than that, but that's the biggest it goes, is 6, and they have to be found in the game itself. Which, like, some people have been, timing their queue times to try and get into the same match. It's not a perfect system, and you probably will not get it the first try. So it's kind of possible to play with multiple people, but it's definitely not designed for that, and you have to kind of find a workaround. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because there's only 24 people in a lobby, so they wanted to have enough different teams. Sorry, I'm going to have to get a drink of water or something soon. But yeah, I wish the squad size had been 4 like it always is, but yeah, unfortunately it is not. I just want to see, this guy was probably just here to pack a punch, but I want to see if he wants to join. Join. Yeah, it was definitely weird that it was 3 instead of 4. I think it is because, yeah, the number in the map, it's not Warzone sized, it's not 100 people, it is 24, I believe, is the max lobby size. So what they wanted was, I guess, what's 24 divided by 3 is, someone do the math, 8? They wanted 8 different teams, and the engine couldn't support more than that, so they had to reduce the squad size to make it work, unfortunately. I also don't have that. Okay, let's do this real quick then. Where's the jug? Where's the jug? There it is. Okay. We can do it last, I bet. And yeah, Ace of Spades, I'm just catching up. Yeah, I think that's a good call. You would be the person to talk about that. So you say that even if someone's like way behind you on the progression curve, it's still a fun experience to matchmake, and like I guess you can help them out. You can drop schematics as well. That's very easy. So Yeah, I guess it is good in that way to kind of just have a casual lobby where not everyone has to be max level. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start this, and I'm going to hope that my teammates come, and I might have to run and grab a drink of water. Okay, insta-kill should help them get here. I hope that that happens. When I'm not playing solo, I'm in a 4-stack. Yeah, I get that. 4 has always been the number for zombies, so it is definitely a shift in mindset. And if you have like your dedicated squad, like, are you expected to just leave one person out? Like, one person has to just be excommunicated from the tribe? It sucks that like they didn't really account for people, you know, having their pre-existing group. So that is unfortunate, because like obviously people have been playing zombies with the same group of people for years, so that is too bad. We're not playing solo. Yeah. And 6 is a max is better than 8. I agree. I think that once you have 6 people on a team, like, it's kind of goofy. Like, you know, there's not really any risk. Like, you're gonna surpass any challenge that they put in front of you. 8 would just be ridiculous. It would be like, imagine doing an 8-person unstable rift. Like, there literally isn't enough room for that many players. Okay. I'm gonna run away, and if I die, I have self-revives, but if not, I hope my teammates revive me. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I mean, I guess you just have to choose who the worst zombies player is and tell them they can't play zombies this year. Unfortunately. Yeah, that definitely is. But yeah, practically, like, I haven't personally done it, but I've heard people do have success with just trying to kind of time their cues. So it's like physically possible, but yeah, it's probably you. Same. 100% same. I would be the one left out, sadly, having to just watch my friends play. I guess, I mean, personally, I might be down to, I don't know if my teammates are down, they don't even have gold armor, but I would probably be down to run a Dark Ether fairly soon. You know what, maybe I'll grab a triangle, see if I can pull a gold tool out of this mess. It is a bit annoying I won't have my Ether Blade for this, but I can do that. So you found success with I will allow. With queuing up. Okay. So yeah, if it is fairly consistent, then fair enough. To be honest, I don't even have that many friends to begin with. You have 5 friends? That's crazy. Cannot relate. But yeah, good to hear that it works. Yeah, no one in my team has gold armor, so I am a bit less confident about their ability in the ether, but I might drag them in anyway. I should be able to revive fairly frequently as long as I keep my decoys stocked up. Yeah, Ace, I would love to do that. Yeah, we should definitely queue up sometime. That would be awesome. And you're getting some recognition in the chat. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Oh my god! Best loot ever from a triangle. I got both the good ones. Incredible. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do another one, and then I might drag my guys. That's not where I wanted to go, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, they're already doing it. Perfect. They know what they're doing. Okay. That? No, don't place another one. Remove it. Oh my god, that's annoying. Okay. I wonder if anyone's there with him. Someone is. I hope he gets the revive off. If not, I can head back. I have no problem. Okay, he is. Perfect. Went in knowing you wouldn't enjoy it because of the boars. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm waiting for your message, doggy dog. Okay. This one is done. Good to know. In the newest chapter. Okay, sorry, I was just digesting everything you said. Yes, I think that... So it's been so long since I completed the basic act missions that that kind of left my mind, but you're not wrong. Yes. And I think that kind of dovetails into what I was saying a bit earlier. Donuts and I were kind of talking about how all of the content that they released for this game was endgame content. They didn't put any support in tier 2 or 3. So a new player coming in would get a very bare bones launch experience, while players who had been playing for a long time got new content that the new players couldn't play. So it felt like over time the new player experience got harder and harder and less fun and less unique. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that as well. We can drop one of those. Okay, I don't even want to do any more triangles because I have too much stuff. What if I just do one of these? What if I just ping it and see what people say? Okay, yeah, doggy dog. Did I kind of summarize, or not summarize, but kind of get to the same points you were saying, or were you saying something else? Because I don't want to speak for you. If that's what you meant, then yes, I agree. If not, I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. Okay, let's do one of these. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're talking about Destiny, and I don't disagree with that. I didn't play a ton of Destiny, but I know enough about the progression. But even Destiny, I feel like Destiny, it kind of makes sense because, you know, you have your light level, like you have it, like every player can get to max level, and then by the time the new update comes out, they're ready for the new content, and then they can just never have to be a new player again. The problem with MWZ is that if you die, like, and lose all your gear, you can just become a new player again. Like, you have to do the tier 1 and 2 content. And so, like, it's not just a matter of new players have a hard time getting on. It's like, even old players, if they make a single mistake in the Dark Ether, like, then they have to be a new player again and do all that boring stuff. So, like, that's always going to be a part of the gameplay loop, and you can never not have to do that. So it feels like, even if it's not for new players and just for support for people who die and have to start from zero, like, there still should have been new content for them. Like, no matter what the case, they should have supported that experience. Okay. I still don't have a Aether Blade. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's doggy. It's not that bad. I misspoke there, kind of. It's not operator based. It is on your account, but what I mean is that like if you use up all your schematics, like you don't want to play for a couple days. Like you have to wait 3 days to get a crystal. So it's not like you get reset to 0-0. That is unfair of me to say, but it is like it's the kind of thing where either you play a very boring game or you just don't play at all for a week, or not a week, but a couple days, and so that is like not a good experience for any player. Tombstone stat. Tombstone is fair. The problem is you don't have the same size backpack, so you can't even hold all the same stuff. Let's see. Containment levels. Containment levels are new. Yeah, that does, but even if you have like 700 containment, you still go back down to 75 when you die, which is frustrating when you don't get that pack discount. That is always annoying to me. And the triangles are a good call, especially because I haven't actually done the tier 2 triangles, but Donuts was saying that those are pretty much the same rewards, so that is something that I am maybe discounting too much, because when I think of triangles, I think of having to be in tier 3, but that is true that you can do them in tier 2 and get some tools and stuff that way. One of these. Okay. Oh, I don't have... Let me get some ammo first before I try and do anything silly over there. Okay. I don't think they actually picked up that bounty contract, but we are nearing the end of the game, so I'm curious if they're going to want to do anything end game, or if I'm going to have to go in here solo. I can go grab him if someone else starts that weapon stash. The first game you were accompanied by... So that's another thing I wanted to... Like, one of my favorite things about this game is not really the game itself, but it's the fact that for the first time maybe ever in a zombies game, I've felt like a real sense of community and like people are being helpful to each other. Like, the thing I wrote in the script for my MWZ video is like, when I think of a zombies lobby, I think of, you know, people refusing to buy doors because they want to save their points, and people on Moon and Shangri-La not being able to coordinate Pack-a-Punch. Like, I just think of people like not really working together as much as I would love them to. That's not really what the memories I have. But for some reason, like, people in this game are like so nice to each other. Like, someone, for me, at the end of season 1, someone dropped all of the red worm schematics just at my feet. Just like gave me the legendary tool, flawless crystal. Like, they just gave them to me for no reason, just because they had extra in their tombstone stash. Like, it was just it's a really cool environment where people were just being cool to each other. And that's, I don't know if that's a result of the new community, that new people playing zombies, or if that's like the systems of the game were enabling that a lot more than before, or like, you know, it's a combination of all of them. But it was just, that's probably what really endeared me to the mode, is that, what are you doing, sir? Okay. Yeah, that's what endeared me to the mode, is that like There really was. It's the first time I've really felt the sense of the zombies community TM in a long time. There's obviously always people like, you know, working together in YouTube videos to solve Easter eggs and things like that, but this is the first time I've seen it really represented within the game itself. Yeah, so Ace of Spades, yeah, that's exactly what you said. Yeah, it's actually in the game for once instead of just like a group of people talking on Discord or whatever. And maybe that kind of allowed me to overlook some of the mode's flaws, but just how unique that was really, it really, yeah, it meant a lot. So that did make me feel very positively about the mode at the end of the day. Oh, you could PhD flop, like, from level ground? Oh, I did not know that. Okay, anything good? Absolutely nothing good. I guess we got good loot out of the triangles, but this is absolutely abysmal, like, contract loot. We could probably do one more bounty, but I'm going to kind of lean towards that Dark Ether Rift, and I might have to leave the squad to make it happen, but... This is the one, just letting people know. We're going over here. Having the capacity to meet people. Yeah, so for me, like, even if I didn't like meet someone in the game and like add them as a friend, even the moment of just like walking by someone in the game felt very cool. Like someone I didn't know, just another human being, just existed in the same world as me. That was cool. But it is a good call that like this game is, it really encourages you playing public lobbies because people can't steal your weapons or like steal your camping spot or things like that. Like there's a lot more systems that allow like allow trolling in the old games. Whether it's as simple as not getting on the teleporter for the moon pack-a-punch, or if it's getting something out of the box. Like if you get the thunder gun out of the box, no one else can have it, right? But here, everyone can have a scorcher. So it's just those little things that make an environment where there's no reason to be mean to each other because you don't benefit out of that. Okay. Alright, alright. I don't even know where the storm is, so I'm just gonna straight up say we go here. Little back pain, do you think this game will ever just shut down? That is the unfortunate thing, and a lot of news has come out about Black Ops 6 as well, that it's going to be online only, and that is my biggest problem. Like, you absolutely can make the argument that, you know, things like World at War servers are still up. Like, obviously Activision does support their games for a long time. Like, even 12 years later, that stuff is up. But at the same time, eventually it will go down. Like, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And that might be 20 years in the future when it has literally 2 players, but what if I'm one of those 2 players and I still want to play it? Like, I do wish that there was a way to preserve these things. I don't think it'll be, you know, with the release of Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7 or the next game. Like, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but eventually it will go down, and that is unfortunate. Let's see. Okay, we got 3 yes votes. Okay, people are in, but 1 person did not vote. So if they're gonna be cool, they should leave the squad right now. Who is it? Who's leaving? Who's trying to exfil? Is it you? No, you're coming here. Or are you going there? Someone is... Okay, I'm just gonna straight up do it again. Dark Ether, please. There we go. Yeah, they just needed some convincing. It's fine. Okay. Um, so yeah, I think that in the short term, this game will be alive, and lobbies are only like 24 people, so I don't think it's even going to be too hard to find a lobby for the next like 2 or 3 years. I think there's always going to be enough people playing the game. Um, but it will, and it is the kind of game it is anyways. Like even if the servers were offline, like you still need people to fill up the lobby for it to really mean anything. So once people lose interest, of course that's the end of it. But my bigger issue is with Black Ops 6 being online only. Like even campaign in Black Ops 6 is online only, which is crazy to me. That's always been the offline mode. So I am worried about that just on a fundamental like game preservation level. Okay. I have a feeling that this time I'm going to have to be a bit more vigilant and get the bunnies myself because I don't think these guys are too familiar with the layout here. But as long as I can kill this mega abomination, I'm happy. Everything else is pretty easy. Ether extractors, you just need a decoy, and Outlast, it's just a matter of time. You just have to stay there for a second. Okay. Where are my teammates? They are still at the spawn. Especially if you're success in... That's exactly my thought. Like, you will forever be able to play Origins. They can't... As long as you have the... whoopsies. As long as you have the disc, right? Like, they can't take that away from you. You can always play Black Ops 2. But we're getting into an age where if either like the storefront goes down or the game servers go down, like there's so many points of failure where you can just never play an experience you loved ever again. Oh, I don't want to be out of armor when I get out of this jug suit. Perfect, okay. Let's just decoy it up. Oh, someone already did. That's a waste of a decoy. Mags of holding I will use. These I will stow and give to someone once we get out of this hellscape down here. So yeah, there are like petitions around. Like there's a specific effort for like called Stop Killing Games that is trying to get a petition in front of like a government, like the U.S. government. I don't know how serious of a proposal that is or how possible that is. I would love for it to be like, not that they have to keep the servers up forever, that would be like illegal to make someone do, but if they, if they had to provide an option for like offline play or just like private hosted servers or like open the API in some way, like I do think that game preservation should be a more serious concern than a lot of people are allowing it to be. I think that people should be worried about this because like it is art and people worked hard on these things and people enjoy these things. I think that people should care about keeping them alive. Where are we going? Okay. I didn't even know BO4 was online only. On PC at least. That's the wrong roof. Come on. It's that roof. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they have LAN play in the games, so... Or in the older games. Like, it's frustrating that... No! Almost died from fall damage. It's just hearing the news today that campaign is... Oh, I need people to come this way to move the circle. Hearing the news today that campaign is online only, it's just so disappointing, because not I have great internet. I have great internet download speeds, and I have very like reliable internet. Like it's not going to be an issue for me to like not be able to play it during its life cycle, but I mean, I should be able to play it whenever I want. It's a game. Like I pay for it as a product, and you're telling me I'm just never going to be able to play it again one day? Like, are you going to refund me at that point? I sincerely doubt it. It's just a yeah, it's just an issue for me on many levels. Oh, it's a BattleNet issue. BattleNet is on. Oh yeah, that is a good call. Yeah, BO4 is never coming to Steam. I wish it would, but that's just yeah. I got him. I got him. Don't you worry, friend. Yeah, see, this is the thing with this Outlast. We can just dodge in and out and not lose any progress. Well, we lose a little bit of progress, like, actually, but in the grand scheme of things, like, it goes so fast. I don't have my healing aura, but I will get you eventually, don't worry. If I can grab a decoy, yeah, I'll probably just throw a decoy. Here you go, friend. So now I do have to get ammo, that is a good call. And then yeah, the Cold War or Modern Warfare 2019, I believe, is the start of the where all the games are online only. So even if they're on Steam, it doesn't matter. Absolutely agree. A little back pain. I wish the community didn't hate BL4s. Oh, dude, you are talking to the right guy. Yeah, I completely agree. I think that it's not as simple a case as, like, you know, YouTubers killed BO4. It's not that, but it is like they put so much effort into BO4 and people didn't like it, and they had valid reasons for not liking it, but I love it so much. I love it more than anything. Oh boy. I don't have a decoy anymore, so I hope someone... I'm just trying to get these mag-folding plans to give to someone. Okay. Yeah, BO4 has aged yeah, it's a game that everyone, I think, should go back and play, because I was with everyone when, you know, everyone was like, you know, they changed the perk system, they changed a lot of things, and I did have that reactionary response where I was frustrated, but going back to it years later, like, and kind of saying, okay, I know it's different, but can I give it a chance? I think it's absolutely one of the best experiences that you can play if you can remove it from that context. Ooh, a Dead of the Night fan. Yes, Ace of Spades, you are my friend. I think that might be my favorite map on that. Okay, can everyone come this way, please? And thank you. Oh my god, no, don't go the other way. Yeah, I think Dead of the Night is my favorite BO4 map. So I am with you there, 100%. It's the kind of map that you can't, you know, show to your friends, really. Like, or I guess, what am I trying to say? It's like, you have to look up guides first. Like, you're not going to get Pack-a-Punch on your own, which is not the right kind of map for a certain kind of people. But, if you are that kind of person that, you know, likes a complex map, it is the best experience for that kind of experience. Okay. Oh, that's this side, okay. Oh, that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of friends. Okay. Oh, I had something in my inventory to drop, right? Yes, I did. There. Right there. Oh, I didn't even ping it. Sorry, I'm not reading chat right now. I'm just trying to survive. This Aether Extractor's contract is definitely the most intense one. Okay. I don't like all the gameplay features, but I feel like they really support chaos. That's the thing. I think BO4 was definitely designed for chaos first, and I don't know if Aether was added at the end or what. I imagine that it wasn't like a last minute decision, but I don't think it was originally the plan. And I think the systems really shine on the chaos maps for sure. Is he gonna get that? I don't think he got it, did he? No, that's my bad. I didn't cover you. I didn't cover you. I'm so sorry. Okay. Did I get anything? I did get another Mag of Holdings plan. I'll take the case, and I'll take that. Oh, maybe I won't take that. Oh boy. Okay, I can drop, let's see, game's over, I can drop a self, and then I can get those plans for anyone who needs them. There we go. Okay. And now we go here, friends. This is the exit. Oh no. Someone got him? He got some self? Maybe? I think this one might be a self-revive, friend. I think you might have to burn it. Oh no. Oh no, I got my healing aura. Perfect. Okay, we just gotta make it to exit. Everyone, charge, men. Oh, someone completed a contract in here. I wonder what that was. I don't remember the act missions at all, what they would have been. Doggy Dog, that's a very good call out. It's another reason you kind of have to look back on it instead of playing it at launch, because at launch you absolutely were valid to have frustrations. Like, the stability was a major issue, and it's not part of the game design, but it is something that players experience, so it's an important thing to call out. Yeah, when people were getting to like the ends of Easter eggs and then suddenly dying, or not even dying, crashing out, like that's just unfair. Like, that's just an unfun experience, so absolutely something to call out here. I wanted to drop those and tell someone to pick them up, and then I want to leave. Do I have a go-to weapon in this game? So right now I am like very late, but trying to do the Borealis grind. It's going to be a thing that I'm going to do over this whole year, but it is something I'm trying to do, so I haven't been sticking with a single gun. I probably could have stayed and made sure they got out. Oh, maybe I'll spectate. If they die, I'll feel really bad here. My favorite gun, I'm an SMG guy. I think, oh, I don't even know if I know the names, but I'll go through it in the menu here, and I'll point out one of the blueprints that I really liked on one of the SMGs. The only time I wouldn't use an SMG is if I'm trying to do the boss fight where you need some range on your gun. But for the most part, that would be my go-to, and I'll try and find one. I don't think I've even touched the marksman rifles or snipers in this game. I don't know if they're good. You'll have to tell me. Alright, let's see how my friends are doing. Okay, 2 people extracted. And he just has to leave. Yeah. Okay, I don't have to feel guilty. Everyone left. Perfect. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, there are entire weapon classes that I haven't touched. But I've always been an SMG guy just because in Black Ops, 1 to 3, that was how you got your points, so that's what everyone does, and I've just never gotten over that, so that's kind of my general class. I can just leave here, right? Yeah. Let's see, what's up? Yeah, Mercury Wish BO4 were on Steam. Yeah, I think we've talked about this before. I totally agree. It's frustrating that it's on a different platform. They'll never port it over. I don't think anyone should get their hopes up for that, but it's a weird little point in time where they were trying to make Battle.net a thing, and now that game is just locked there forever. I do have it on Xbox, so I never had a problem with that, but I do feel sympathy for sure. Yeah, Aldar just said what I said. Absolutely, completely. That's you know what? I was just thinking about the amount of work it would take to, like, they just wouldn't put that work into an old game, but you're right, it would split the player base that is already non-existent. Like, it's already almost impossible to find a lobby in PC BO4, so yeah, that's very true. Doggy Dog, so yeah, you have played BO4 very recently. Okay, so you've done the retrospective that I recommended, and you did like it. Okay, so you're saying up until Ancient Evil, so you weren't a fan of either Alpha, Omega, or Tog, which I think is a fairly common opinion. I think I like all of the BO4 maps, but it's fair to say that that's kind of when they were running out of budget and runway, so there are reasons for that happening. That if yeah. CJ, you never played MWZ? Tried Cold War Zombies? Oh, so you've had stability issues with Cold War. I haven't heard as much about that as much as I've heard about MWZ, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that. And Cold War, again, you want to do the exfils to like get your crystals and stuff, so crashes are annoying there too. That's a very good, yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, sorry. Let's see. What can we do here? I'm still trying to do my challenges. What do I have? Yeah, I only have 200. But if I had to pick something else, what would I? No, I don't want to use the spear. That would be insane behavior. Um, change. Let's see. What do I have? I mean, for a while I was using the meta tiers, like the dual wield with the quick trigger. That was good for bosses, but it kept you very close range. I think, what was I using? I think it might have been a Ram 7. I think it was this one I was playing with when I was trying to get the Zircon scale. And it was this one. I think it's new this season, maybe? Or I believe so, just based on the skin. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with these very light SMGs. Yeah, Ace of Spades. Yeah, I will wait in lobby. Let me know. I will add you up, and you can jump in this game with me. Okay, that Ram 9 came out in season 5. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll hold up in lobby, and yeah. Well, if anyone else, we have a third spot. If anyone else wants to join as well, feel free. Let me just catch up on chat. Tog is nice and Alpha Omega is a bit weak. Fair, yeah. If I had to pick a weakest map, I mean, Classified is not necessarily weak, it just was the least ambitious. That's kind of a different thing. But in terms of full-fledged new maps, Alpha Omega probably. I do enjoy it, and I think that things like the rounds where the Pack-a-Punch turns off, like I think those were more interesting than they were implemented on something like Origins. So I think that was an improvement, but there are definitely flaws to call out. Up till Ancient Evil, yeah, you can tell that they had like the most budget they'd ever had. They were killing it for a long time. And let's see, being able to have bots in BO4, that's very true. Yeah. That's a really cool feature that has never returned. I don't think it will return, at least in Black Ops 6, but the bots were very cool. Even if you weren't trying to do it's difficult to do an Easter egg run with them, but having that ability to, not have to use self-revives and instead trust bots to revive you, like, it really allowed people, like you said, who were more casual to actually get a chance to, because solo zombies is punishing. You have a limited number of times before you can go down before you just instantly have no chance. So it was a good option, absolutely. CJ, you have crashes every single time you play Cold War? That's so is that PC? Are you on PC or a console? And then Mercury aftermarket parts are, yeah, I'm not keeping up with the meta of every gun in MW3 because I'm not a multiplayer guy, but when I do come across an aftermarket part that I just randomly throw on just to see what it's like, it is a really unique system. It's a really cool idea, and I hope that some iteration of it is brought back, maybe not as grindy and as meta defining, but it is cool to have things that basically give you new guns, but in a really weird way. Absolutely. And CJ, you're on PS5. I did not know console stability was that bad. Not to flex, like this isn't trying to say skill issue, but I have never had that issue, so I genuinely didn't know that that was a problem. That is unfortunate. Yeah, stability issues are never fun. That just genuinely sucks. Okay. Okay. Ace, do you want to drop your Activision ID in chat and I'll add you? I think that is the best way to do this. Okay. Let's go here. How do so again, I don't have friends, so how do I pull up the social menu? Social, social, social. Add friends. Okay. Yeah, so the exception, that is absolutely like their goal is to keep you playing every week to unlock like the weekly aftermarket part, and to some extent I do like feel like that's kind of a dark pattern. Like it's like keeping you grinding. They want you to just keep playing the game forever and ever and never stop playing. But oh, yeah, you saw my thing and just instantly got it. Perfect. I'm typing on console, so you can definitely do it faster than me. Okay. Let me actually wait. I think I have to turn this off because I will get like feedback. But at a certain, like, it is a cool way to introduce things into the ecosystem as well. So I do agree with you there. Okay. I don't think I need anything else. Do I want like a random mags of holding maybe? Sure, I'll throw those on. Okay. Sounds good, sounds good. One of the issues I have with the Alpha Omega is the pubs experience. Yeah, that's the Shadows of Evil experience. That's the Moon experience. I do appreciate the concept of like a game that encourages you to work with your teammates, but like I like it in theory, but in practice that just means pubs are impossible. So where do I are you in my party? I don't see your little guy. Oh, there you are. You're off the corner. Level 850. Oh my god. He does play a lot. He does play the game. He wasn't kidding. Okay. Yeah. Last chance for anyone else to jump in. Otherwise, I think we're going to be running Season 3 Dark Ether just by default. I assume, yeah, Ace of Spades has everything in the game done, I'm sure, so I don't need to carry him through it by any means. Mercu, that's a very good call. It would be cool, like, and they have said that they're going to be trying to do that a bit more with Black Ops 6, like give weapons unique abilities via Pack-a-Punch, like, you know, Mustang and Sally and crossbow and stuff. All right, I am ready to start. I'm gonna load it up. Okay. Oh, let me actually equip my decoys first. That would have been dangerous. And yeah, that's good. Okay. So yeah, they have said that they're going to be trying to do that more with Black Ops 6. It's the reason they aren't doing it, a little secret, is because they want people to do the camo grinds. So if a weapon drastically changes and, you know, if it becomes explosive and can't do headshots anymore, like the Welling in BO4, then they won't be able to do the camo challenge. People will complain. So they want to keep weapons basically just doing the exact same thing, just a little more damage each time, which is bad. I'm not happy with that, but okay, someone says G. Very cool, very cool. But Yeah, more important to me, I am doing a camo grind right now. Like I can't say it's morally wrong to do, but more important to me is the game design, and so I would like to see more fun attachments. And they've said they're doing some of that. I don't know how much they're gonna do in Black Ops 6, but they've said they're doing a little bit at least, which I do like to hear. Um, Planet Maker, hello, hello. Why is there a Gundam? I am the Gundam. I spent, let me think. I spent $20. I think that's how much COD points is it's worth. But the thing is, I got it from, if you buy Black Ops 4 on the same console that you have this game, you just get a free 2100 COD points. So you can just get it for free. You can get one skin pack in this game for free if you buy Black Ops 4. So everyone should go buy Black Ops 4 right now. Um, bu- 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 yeah, that's the only skin pack I bought in this game because I love Gundam, so I got that guy. Band-Aid solution would be to, oh, the weapon kits. Yeah, you're very, that's, I mean, they already are allowing that, or even like, maybe they wouldn't want to do it as much, but like they already give you the option to, like melee the pack-a-punch machine to not get the camo. Like, I wonder if they would want to give an option kind of like that to get a different effect. Okay. Ace, do you have a Scorcher, or should we drive in, or try and find a portal? What are you thinking? I do not have a Scorcher. Okay, cool. All right, we're walking. Um, Favorite zombies map and why? Oh boy, this is gonna get me canceled. So I am a OG player. Like I started with Nocturne Token. I started with World at War way back in the day. So I am very OG, and I would say that my favorite map is probably Nostalgia. I don't think it's objectively the best map, but if I had to pick one, I would say Moon. I think that Moon is the map I enjoy playing the most, specifically the BO1 version. I think that the Chronicles version is visually pretty cool, but I have my issues with the game flow. Um, so that's my favorite. I don't think it's the best map of all time, but I would not begrudge anyone who disagreed with me there. But that's exactly it, Doggy Dog. The thing is, like, I was there when it came out, and going from, pretty interesting maps, like, you were in a jungle, you were, like, they were interesting environments, but then out of nowhere going to the moon, it was, like, unbelievable. Like, it blew your mind. Um, Ace, do you have any pack crystals? Do you want to grind out a tier 2 contract to get a pack, or are you good to go to tier 3? Let me know. I will do whatever you want to do. Tier 2 pack. Okay. Let's see. What are our options in tier 3? We could try and grab the escort and get a free... That could get you straight to 1200. Or we could grind out a... Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I meant... That's escort. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of deliver cargo in the tier 3. But yes. No, this is a better idea what you had. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and little back pain. Sorry, I got interrupted, but your point is the other point I wanted to make. Like on top of the how ambitious it was and how cool it was just as a concept. What's really important to me as a classic zombies player is I love the sandbox style of zombies. I love the like being able to choose how you want to play instead of just having to do the main quest. Like, and Moon has so many options for ways to play and so much randomization. Like the excavators can go down in different orders, the QEDs can do all kinds of different things. Like every game feels so different on Moon instead of just doing the same setup every single time. So that is really compelling to me, is how unique every game feels. And like I can play Moon 3 games in a row and never get bored because I feel like I'm always doing something totally different. Wave gun was one of the coolest wonder weapons. Yep. It was the first one that like converted did multiple, it had multiple effects, I believe. Is that correct? Sounds right to me. I will say it is confidently and probably be wrong. But yeah, being able to have the wave guns and the zap guns, very cool. What about you guys? Let me try and speak English. I've asked chat a couple times like what games they started with and things like that. Ace, if you don't want to come into tier 3 just yet, don't feel pressured to. I'm gonna grab this contract and you can meet me at the end point if you want. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I was trying to say let's just see some maps in chat. Like, what do you guys think is your favorite map of all time? Is this wheel already broken and I didn't even get it out of the garage? Are you joshing me right now? Okay. Yeah, it's always nice when you get an early deliver cargo. Sick. Okay. That's disgusting. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that got you to 12, so now we can hit up the Pack-a-Punch if you want to get your tier 3 pack. But of course, get your rewards as well. No doubt, no doubt. Not my favorite, but Transit was my first one. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what pretty much everyone says. Unfortunately, Transit for me, my memory of it is that it was the map that kind of killed my friend group's interest in zombies. It's unfortunately, like we bought Black Ops 2 at launch and we were coming off the high of Moon, obviously, and we were ready for something awesome. And Transit and then Die Rise kind of they didn't buy Mob of the Dead. Like they didn't want it. So that was tough for me. I have bad memories of Transit just because of my very personal experience. But if you're gonna play it, if you can get a group of friends together, that is very, very cool. It's a map you can have a lot of fun with if you're not trying to do anything serious. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Planet Maker been warming up to Origins. Yeah, it's very true. It's kind of the Dead of the Night style where you're not gonna like it the first 5 or 10 times you play it, but if you can master it, like it feels so good to master. Like you feel like you're really accomplishing something, so if you're willing to put the time in, it does feel very good. Yeah, low back pain, exactly. Yeah, it's the kind of map where you have to look up a tutorial, like or have a friend that knows exactly what they're doing, but once you get there, like it's such a cool experience to actually be there. All right, pack this bad boy. All right, we're all set. I should be able to... Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to triple pack this after this contract. That's fine. Yeah, Doggy Dog, you had the same experience. It was, yeah, it was an unfortunate time. And like, I don't hold it against Transit. I've gone back and done a retrospective and like found some things that I like about it, but... Ooh, money. But I can't say that like it's a great map. Like I'll always have that memory in my head of, you know, where I was at the time. Oh, OG Shinonuma is my sentimental favorite. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I was saying with Moon. Like you have a sentimental favorite and then ones that are you think might be actually better. But yeah, Shinonuma is a great choice. A lot of people, I guess I'm kind of just repeating like the first line of my Shinonuma review, but like a lot of people think Derice is like the first truly good zombies map, but Shinonuma is really cool in a lot of ways. Like I completely agree with you there. It's awesome. map I've never played much is Gorod. Yeah, a lot of people do like Gorod a lot, but it didn't do a ton like super new. Like it didn't feel like must-see TV in the same way that like Shadows was. Like it didn't feel like you were missing out on something huge if you didn't see it. I guess in terms of game mechanics, in terms of the story, like they did hype it up with the dragons and stuff, so it did feel cool in that way. But in terms of like just raw game mechanics, it was somewhat of a retro experience. So to some people, it didn't feel like, you know, you had to do it. Ace, I'm completely following you. If it was me, I would probably grab that raid weapon stash, but if you want to do a bounty or escort or anything, I'm down. Okay. I've been playing since World at War, but never got the DLCs. Oh, good call. Yeah. So you didn't get to actually play Shinonuma or Verrupt at the time. Yeah. I don't know why. I played all the original maps in World at War, but I completely agree with you that like for me, let me grab some perks here real quick and not die. For some reason, the BO1 Derice is the one I remember because, again, that's kind of where my friend group was at the time. So I think I'm very much with you there that, like, when I think of classic zombies, classic Derice, I think of the BO1 version. It is very nostalgic. $381. I will catch up to Ace of Spades one day at his 820. I'm playing since World War. Oh yeah, I read that one. Planet Maker says, I don't think we've gotten anything on this that reached the scale of Origins. So it's, yeah, I don't know if I fully agree with that, but I completely see what you're saying. Like, it was kind of another Moon moment where it was like, we didn't realize Zombies was capable of doing something like this. It felt very ambitious. I think there are maps that are more, you know, complex and engaging to play, and I think Origins isn't perfect in a lot of ways, but like seeing it come out, it felt very special, and like I don't think we've ever had that kind of moment again in the community. So it's true in that way, for sure. Like, for example, Dead of the Night, I don't know if I said this, but I think Dead of the Night is a map that's kind of Origins style, where you have to do a lot of complex things to even unlock Pack-a-Punch. And I guess Origins Pack-a-Punch isn't that hard, but to fully experience the map, you have to do a lot of complex things. But I think Origins, yeah, you're right, that like at the point of Dead of the Night, we were kind of expecting things like that, so it wasn't as magical. I have nothing here, right? Yeah, I have nothing. Are you doing a... Yes, you're doing a triangle. Perfect. Yeah, again, for some reason, like, there's one other team in Tier 3. It isn't, like, swarming like it used to be. I guess people have gotten all their schematics and they're done. Mercury, you have memories of playing World at War customs? Yeah, that is true. I was a console guy, so I didn't have... I watched a lot of customs on YouTube. Like, I watched NGT, I watched people playing World at War customs, and I probably would have liked it a lot if I had a computer that was capable of it. But that is, yeah, it's a very cool experience. Oh, I can't do this while the other one's active, I suppose. Yeah, NGT is a throwback. That, I remember watching, I believe they got the first, like, world record on Ascension high rounds. I think I'm remembering correctly. And yeah, they would just upload every day a World at War custom and then a Black Ops 1 gameplay or tips and tricks, and that was my childhood for sure. And Origins has the most content, more content than any individual BO3. I'm trying to think, because I believe Shadows of Evil currently holds the record technically for most... Oh, I got bad RNG. I got the lower version of both ones. Shadows of Evil technically has the record of most side Easter eggs in a map, but some of them are like completely irrelevant, so I don't know if I fully call it that, but Origins has the most stuff to do, like that's genuinely a part of the main gameplay loop. Like all of the staffs are actually relevant. So I do think I agree with you, if not in like actual fact, at least in principle. So yeah, completely. Origins did a good job of not being a big map, but also feeling that's true. That's true. It felt, and especially on the Xbox 360, like it wasn't even in the BO3 engine, and it still had that huge grand scale. It felt dynamic. Like the weather changed. Everything felt like agree, bigger than it was is the exact right way to put it. Some of the best, yeah, I do. I have played a couple custom maps in BO3 that I didn't even realize were remakes of World at War customs, but like that's why I say like I probably would love it if I got back into it. Like even going back now, like not even at the time, but even if I just went back now, I bet I would enjoy playing some World at War customs. But again, most of them have been imported over, so I wonder if it's something I need to do to experience those last couple. I've also been playing, I don't know if anyone keeps up with the custom scene, or how much everyone does, but I've been playing a... does Nuke? Nuke does not work for triangles, right? We shouldn't do that. I don't think it gets the souls. Oh, he's going for it? Okay, I was wrong, it does. Perfect, okay. Ooh, okay, so I got bad RNG before, and now I got perfect RNG. I got both. Sick. Sorry, I was saying I've been playing a custom map that's just went into beta recently. It's like an open beta. You know what? Is there a bounty? We can probably run a bounty. We're tough boys. A custom map recently it started out as a World at War map, and it's just been going on in development so long that they ported everything over into BO3. It's Mont Saint Michel or Michel. I don't know how you say the French word, but it's kind of a throwback map to BO1 World at War style maps with some very new features, but in a lot of ways it is kind of harkening back to that super tough those days back in the day. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I highly recommend it. I was thinking about running it for this stream that I'm doing today, but I didn't because it is a very difficult map, and I wouldn't be able to guarantee that I wouldn't just die every single like die before turning on power every single game. So yeah, I highly recommend if you jump into their Discord. It's like free to beta test right now, and then I don't know what their release timeline is, but I'm excited for them to fix all the bugs and really release the Easter egg and everything. But yeah, that is should be on your radar as well if it hasn't been already. There we go. Do I have Deadwire? No, I do not. No, the Aether Blade had Deadwire. Oh no! I think Ace is doing the last triangle. No, he's not. He's here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Disciples are absolutely my kryptonite. I suck at dealing with them. I don't know if I should just always equip Deadwire, because I always need it. I am so bad with them. Because they're the only enemy type that heals actively in battle, and you can easily avoid it by just breaking line of sight, but I'm just not good at it. We got this guy, right? Surely, okay. And then we got another disciple, just hanging out. Not even part of the problem. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, Planet Maker, we were kind of talking about that a bit earlier. It's the high school, whatever Black Ops game came out when you were in like grade 9, 10, like the first couple of years of high school, is probably your favorite zombies game, just because like that's the time of your life where you really form those attachments and you have the time to really get into it. Want to be friends? Um, so yeah, 100% agree that like I don't know. I'm gonna be struggling to have as much opportunity to play Black Ops 6, like as much as I grinded BO1 and 2. I would love to be able to do that, but it's a different part of your life. Yeah. Please don't be a mega. It's not a mega. Nice. Ooh, custom recommendation by Marku. Murder mystery. Turn zombies into... Okay, interesting. Yeah, I've only really played, like, the, like, actual zombies experiences in customs, but it is very cool what people are doing with, like... Sorry, let me just pause a moment while I try and find this mimic. Okay. Okay. It's really cool what people are able to do with a shooter game to turn it into like a completely different experience. That is, so yeah, I will try that out. Was that map, do you know, was it part of the, like the Noah J contest where it's an escape room? Because just based on the concept, like I could understand if it was that kind of mystery, like if that was the intention. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of cool maps came out of that, and I wish I had more time to play every map. But yes, I imagine that there's a lot of cool stuff, so that's a good recommendation. I would love to play that, and now that it's been recommended to me, I will give it a try. I just need someone to point me in the right direction. I need someone to tell me what I need to do. Okay. I guess we just do one of these. Eagle 3 came out when I was in middle school. Cold War came out when I was in high school. Okay, so I might have been a little bit off, because I don't think Cold War's your favorite game, right? We've talked about this before. I think you're a BO3 guy, so maybe I was a bit off on my years. Maybe the ones that comes out when you're in grade 8 is the one that counts, the one that sticks in the brain. Encrypted is a Cold War like. Oh, that's I think I followed that developer on Twitter. That unless I'm thinking of a different map, is that the Logistical Reaper map? But yes, I will. Okay, so I'll write those down. I'll have to remember to check those two out. More like grade 6, BO3, BO1 lines up with me being in grade 8. Okay, okay. Yeah, maybe you're right. Let me try and think. I think BO1 falls in that window for me, so that would be correct. How am I doing on? Okay, I'm almost done Zircon Scale for this STG. Amazing. I didn't get the charm. I guess I forgot to melee the Pack-a-Punch at one point, but that's fine. I'm not gonna get the Borealis charms. Ace, when you get a chance, when you're not shooting zombies, do you have like the mastery charms as well and all the calling cards for all the weapons, or do you just have Borealis? Because I think that is like, that might not be as fun of a grind as Borealis for me. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Mastery charm for RGL. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that is probably the gun you use the most, so that does make sense. Yeah, I feel like once you have to get like, what is it, 1,200 kills with the Borealis challenge unlocked, or camo unlocked, so you have to have everything else done already and then get 12,000 kills. At that point, I feel like the grind gets a little less fun and more grindy. Little back pain. Do you like the Call of the Dead custom? I do. I like the. I don't think. Let me think. I think actually no. I was thinking of a different map. No. Call of the Dead remake is great. My only issue with it is that Double Tap 2.0 is in it. I think that's and I don't think they. Yeah, that wouldn't really be a. I don't think that's a change the developer wants to make from the Black Ops 3 engine. Just because I like the classic experience, and I feel like Double Tap 2.0 kind of trivializes things like George and things like that. But for the most part, I think it's an incredibly faithful remake, and that's almost exactly what I want. Call of the Dead is probably maybe tied for, if not my favorite map above Moon. Like, it is top 1 and 2, those two. So, and I think they did a fantastic job with that port. I think it's so faithful. I'm glad they didn't change George at all. A lot of people are annoyed by George, but I think that he's an integral part of that map, and I'm glad they kept him as is. He's so much a part of the personality of that map. So yeah. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. I would probably still personally play the OG version, but if I was getting some friends together, everyone wanted to play BO3, I would trick them into playing BO1 anyway by playing that for sure. Okay, so Reaper's kind of the... Okay, okay. See, yeah, that's the kind of map I haven't played a ton of. I've played, like... I don't know, you've been around for the streams. You know, I play, like, maps that are very grounded. You have, like, the basic 5 perks. Like, it's nothing too crazy, so... I don't play anything... I haven't played anything that crazy. Not that I'm against it. I'm glad those maps exist, but I just prefer a different kind of experience, but that is... Okay. Yeah, I'm in. Call of the Dead was scary to me with low visibility and George being a menace. Yup. Yeah. Because we had just had Ascension, and Ascension was like everyone figured out how to like train in one spot. They were like, oh, I never have to move. It's super easy. But then George comes out and he's like, no, you're gonna be moving, or else I'm coming to get you. And that was like, it was a real paradigm shift. Like everyone thought they had the game figured out, and then the very next map they changed it up. So it was, yeah, definitely something to get used to. Yeah, I don't need anything here. I'm probably set, honestly. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna grab stuff from the buy station, but I don't think I need anything else. Yeah, I have enough points now. Don't need that. Favorite part of the remake is the ramp by quick revive. That's a good call. Yeah, they did change the layout a little bit. I don't think it breaks the map too much because Call of the Dead was already a map with a lot of shortcuts and ways to get around, so I'm not too opposed to closing that loop there, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta go this way first. Oh, you know what? I think my Scorcher is not fully packed either, but I'll meet you there. Yeah, Planet Maker, you're not wrong. Obviously, that is the training spot. That's where I know best. But when you have you have to be careful. You have to like know what you're doing. You can't just shoot blindly into the horde. You have to kind of tease George out of the way and then loop back around to kill the horde. Like it does make you think a little bit. You can't just go completely mindless like Lunar Platform on Ascension. What do I actually want to buy here? I need to free up a spot. And then probably a jug suit. Probably 2 jug suits, actually. And then I'm going to pack, and then I'm ready. Okay. Dempsey just wanted to say, found your channel last night and binged all your zombies reviews. Oh! Dempsey himself likes my zombies reviews. Thank you. No, I'm glad you found the channel. Thanks for dropping in here as well. Yeah, I'm glad you like the videos. New one comes out very, very soon, actually. Yeah, so there's a new video out right now that's members only, and it's going to be coming out in the next couple days, like tomorrow or the next day, whenever the algorithm decides, or whenever I decide the algorithm can be fed. But yeah, it's available now for members and going to be out public very shortly, and it's on kind of speculation about BO6 in terms of looking at what I liked about past games. It's a really short video, but I think I had an interesting idea, and I wanted to do something shorter before I got the BO4 video out. Little back pain. All right, talk to you later before I lose you. Goodbye. Yeah, so yeah, I have some stuff coming out. This is an Elder. So Ace, just mark the portal if you're ready to go. I am here ready to spend. Okay, going in. Yeah, little back pain. Thanks for dropping by. Planet Maker. You can't trick me again. You can't fool me. I remember what I said last time. For context, and I will allow the clip to happen again. in a past stream we were talking about Berserk, the manga, and it. Oh no, you don't remember? Oh, okay, sorry. So we were talking about Berserk, and I was saying that I wanted to get to the bookstore, and the manga comes in a very specific kind of hardcover. It's a leather-bound black hardcover, and what I said was, I would just love to get. Oh, you're so right. You can't use jugs in this one. Okay, good call. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. What I said was I wanted to read Berserk. I really just have to go out to the bookstore and get that big black thing. Um, so that was unfortunate. That was my bad. I should not have said that, but I was talking about a book, to be clear. So yeah, Ve Victus, I have heard some talk about that. So the thing is, I was never a big fan of Outbreak, but I would like to see kind of what they did with it. I would like to see if they fixed my issues with it, so I will definitely check that out as well at some point. Um, okay. Let's see. I don't know the best order to do this in, so I am just gonna go to this one. This one might be the escort, which is ugly. I'm gonna do my best, but this is a long escort. No! Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, yeah, it is the escort. Yucky. Okay. Ace, you're gonna have to carry me here. But I have brain rot, which does help a bit, and then I have my Scorcher. Alright. Yeah, I feel like... Let's see. Perfect. Okay. So what is the... What... I have a... The third... I wish they had done more with this. The third Dark Ether... Yeah, this third... Yeah, Season 3 Dark Ether. It has these little modifiers you can get from each, like, challenge podium. I think this is, like, one of the coolest things they ever did, and I wish they had done this more. I think this would have been great content to add to, like, tier 2 also. Like, this would have been a way to backfill some of that lower tier content by just, like, adding little modifiers like this. Each one gives you a little thing, like, I think this one applies cryo freeze to everything. I actually genuinely don't know. But, like, it's these items that take up an inventory slot, but they do cool things. I think this is a great way to switch up the gameplay in a relatively minor way. Like, it's not that hard to implement. It's just doing things that are already in the game, just with the numbers tweaked. So, yeah. No, I've been clipped again. No, Planet, what have you done? Okay. Sorry, yeah, having a story... I guess that's true. Yeah, Outbreak had, like, the Easter eggs, but I would not call that really a story in the same sense. Like, it is... It's a good boss fight, a tough boss fight, but I wouldn't call it, like, a story content. Like, I guess you meet Ravenov for the first time there, so that is true, but yeah. Mercury, yeah, it's a good call. But the thing is, like, then you run into, like, kind of the Vanguard problem where do they focus on making round-based maps? Oh no, my controller died. Oh god, I have extra batteries, but I wasn't prepared. I have a self, I just need to get my thing back. Okay, thank you. Yeah, if you switch these up into round-based, like, it does take some resources to do, so, like, do you really want, like, less content in the main mode just to make that happen? I feel like, I don't know if I think that's worth it. So, it's a tough decision to make. And I don't mind the Dark Aether, like, existing as only for players who really put the time in and work hard. I just wish they had also had content for, like, the casual players in Tier 2. Like, I don't mind there being some exclusive content. I don't mind there being some exclusive content for players that are like working super hard. I just don't want it to be the only content in the entire game. Oh, Dempsey, you're so right. Yeah, he was in Firebase C as well. I was just completely wrong. That's my fault. That's my bad. That was a nice nuke. Oh, you know what this item I have might be? I believe it's successive shots on the same enemy do more damage. Like stacking damage, so it's good for bosses. I think that's correct. I was going to say I'll use my jug for this last point, but that is not an option because you can't call in streaks from here. So, I'm sorry, I was trying to help. Okay. Wolfenstein, yeah, that's a great game. The New Order is the first one, right? That's the because yeah, the new Colossus is next. Whoa. Yep. Yeah, that first one, I don't think it's aged too badly. I think it's worth playing just vanilla. Like if you can get it now, I don't think it's that bad of an experience. But it's a great game. The whole series is pretty great, except the one with the twin sisters. I don't believe that one was as good. Oh no, oh no. Decoy, decoy. As long as no bosses hit it. Nice. Thank you for... You clutched that 100%. I did nothing that whole time. I'll just use the Sergeant Spray, because I can. Also, New Colossus was... you know, I liked New Colossus enough, but it's fair to say it wasn't as good as the original. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because yeah, I might be thinking of the Old Blood. There's so many, and they all have like a time-based adjective in the title, so I don't know. The campaign was short. You're not wrong. Where are we going? Right there. We might not have enough time to do... We're definitely not going to do the boss fight here. That is my bad. I haven't been flying around with the Scorcher enough. Donuts! What's your process for scripting videos? I 100% get your pain here. Let me just activate this contract. I struggle with the same thing. This one is the one I want, actually. I wish I could help you. I have a process. It just literally is the worst process of all time, and I should change it. I just don't know what I should do differently. So, for me, like, I don't know. Just kind of describing my process, not saying it's going to be helpful, but I'll write out everything I could think of for a, like, if I'm doing a map review, I'll write out literally every single feature on the map, and then I will, like, this is all just bullet points at this point. Just take bullet points of every single feature, try and organize those into, like, a skeleton of an essay kind of thing, and then, at that point, it's really just, for me, it's very free-flowing. Like, I'll just write about I'll write an intro, and then I'll just write, like, the first thing that makes sense to me. Like, I'll go into the first section on that bullet point list, and then just try and, as I finish that paragraph, as I finish that concept, just try and think of what could possibly relate to that, and just say, also, another feature that is kind of similar is this. Like, I don't think my scripts are that great. I don't think I have a good process. I don't know how I get anything done, to be completely honest. Yeah, there's definitely a better way to do it where you organize it more up front, but for me, like, I can't envision a script unless it's actually happening. Like, I can't write a rough draft. I have to be writing the thing. Like, I have to write the intro. Like, I can't go back and write the intro later. I have to, start with that and understand where the thing is going, and then like write the first paragraph right after that. I will never like leave a to-do in the script and like go back there. I will just choose to have writer's block for 2 weeks. and just get stuck on a transition. But yeah, I think that if I can add any advice, I think even just the first step of like organizing your ideas into like a bullet point list first, and like understanding at least what your overall concepts for the video are. I guess obviously you should have like one thesis statement, but obviously you're going to have like more subsections. So dead wire detonators is nice, and I don't want any of that other stuff. But yeah, like understanding what your subsections are, I think that if that's not part of your process, I think I can recommend that, because like at least I have a list to pull from when I'm writing, like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do next. But yeah, it's not. I don't have good advice for sure. It's literally just like, I just write. I just type until I can't type anymore, and then I'm just done for the day. There's no process for getting past writer's block. Ooh, I don't have a, what's it called? Decoy for this. Oh no, he turned around. I was hoping the storm would come this way. Yeah, donuts, I can't wait either. I really want it to be done. I love BO4, but I have too much to say. I think my BO3 overview was like 12 minutes long. My BO4 overview is clocking in at like 55 minutes right now. I don't have a decoy or Casimir to start this Outlast Ace, so I'm in trouble here. I need a little bit of help. Okay, I'm just gonna try. Cover me, cover me. Oh, stupid Mimic. Yeah, the BO4 is a monster. But I'm pretty proud of the script I have now. I just gotta edit it. And yeah, Mercu, it's a good shout. Even just recording, like I don't just take one take of a script. Like each sentence I probably say like 5 or 6 times to get a good take. So every video I have to listen to hours and hours of myself and hear like, oh, flubbed a word there, have to retake that whole sentence. And it's just, yeah. If you wonder why, like, I don't put out that much content, I don't put out almost any content, like, at all. And that's the reason why, is my workflow is just a complete nightmare that is bad in every way. Like, the scripting takes a long time, the recording takes a long time. The editing is, I like editing. I like getting footage, I like playing the games, obviously. If I didn't like playing the games, I wouldn't do it, but yeah, no, hearing your own voice, you never get over that. You absolutely. So I, for the longest time, I was using just like a basic Audacity, like vanilla Audacity to record. But what I found was, I found this paid thing. I don't know if you're willing to invest anything. You probably don't have to, like Audacity is fine. But I bought a program called Reaper, which is the same kind of thing, but just with a lot more features, it's a lot more intuitive to me. The bigger thing for me, though, is the reason I got it is because let me get that. I also bought a separate plugin that takes away, like, the mouth noise from my talking. It's a kind of a yucky thing to talk about, but, like, when I'm recording, the thing that bothers me most is, like, hearing, like, because I'm right next to the microphone, so I hear the, let's just get out of here. We're not doing boss fight today. Sorry, Ace, I was a very inefficient team partner there. That's my bad, but thank you for carrying. So yeah, I got a plugin that, like, that goes into Reaper that, like, cleans up the audio without you having to, like, manually clip everything. So that's why I use a different, like, editing voice software. If you don't need that, I feel like the just the basic Audacity is probably fine for most purposes. And then for video editing, that I don't spend money on. That I use DaVinci Resolve, and I think I have no problems with that. I don't know, people are trying to convert me to Adobe person, but I have no problems with DaVinci. I can do pretty much everything I need. So yeah. What about you? Maybe I should be learning from you, because you have a better workflow than myself. So what do you? What are your tools that you use? And then, oh, exception. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think that when I get the videos out, I am proud of them, but that I think I could be proud of them equally with a lot less work. So that's my bad. Premiere and Audition. Okay. So Audition, yeah, I think I did try like the free trial of Audition. I just never have had an Adobe subscription. I never even used Photoshop. So what did I just? That was not the Zircon scale, was it? That was odd. So yeah, I've never had the need to switch over to an Adobe, but I think voice recording is probably like you can use pretty much anything. It's more a matter of your mic, but yeah, the video thing, Premiere, I'm sure that that does everything you need. I think that's probably a matter of preference as well. Maybe I haven't seen the light. I haven't used it, so I don't know what I'm missing, I guess. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that would be a good call, because I think that's not the biggest part of my workflow, but things like the silences between words absolutely is definitely a thing I'm worried about, so maybe I should give it a try. Oh no. Um yeah, Ace, that was a good game. Do you want to run again? I am down. I guess we'll do the season 5 Dark Ether. We could try boss fight if you're really down. I'm down to throw an operator away if we die. Um Let me see what gun I could use. If not, we could just do contracts in season 5. I'm also down for that as well. Reaper has, from what I understand, it has a silence identifier. I don't know if it has a silence clipper, which is probably what I need, but then I have to mess around with like finding the exact threshold to do, but that's probably something I could do. And I have no issues with the Reaper like take system is pretty good. I feel like I don't I don't know. I guess I need to like watch someone sit down and work and just be like, "Oh, I understand what like I'm doing wrong." Like I need to see someone just do their thing and see how much better it could be if I didn't get stuck in my ways. Okay. So we need one of these. And since we're going for this, oh, we can't have that yet. I think I have one in stash, so I have lots in stash. Okay. I'm just trying to envision what I need. Should we, Ace, do you think we should bring VR11s? I'm probably going to bring a Scorcher. So I have not tried the VR11 on the boss yet, so I don't know if I trust myself with that. I think it's going to be an issue with my aim, so I think I'm probably going to just stick with jug suits and guns. Yeah, donuts. Why? I mean, I guess there are like there's the Ninja Masterclass if you want to pay like $300 to see what he does, but I've heard that that's. I mean, I watched the Drew Gooden video. I assume everyone else has as well, but yeah, no. I do wish that there was an easier way. It's fun. It's a fun process to like learn your own process and figure things out yourself, but then like I am almost certain I'm doing everything wrong and I would just never know because I completely taught myself. Yeah, let me think. So I'm gonna want to use Casmire's eventually. Obviously, I'm gonna get all the perks, but yeah, I don't need that. What else do I need for boss fight? Mags of Holding will be good. No reload. Yes, 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 yes. Do I have any? Yuck, don't have any. Okay. Well, didn't need them anyway. And then... Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a skill issue, really. I don't think any other items are going to help me here. I could bring a Disciple, like, to get through the maze at the start. At least take some aggro there. Okay. And I do want to switch to a different gun here. Going to be a battle rifle. Going to be maybe this guy? That seems fine. I just want something with a bit of range to for during the boss fight. Okay. I think I'm probably pretty set. Okay, I have my Elder. Perfect. Okay. And then I'll just fill up that spot with... Oh no, you know what I should do? Is deal with disciples. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. I'm ready. Have I seen Transformers 1? I have not. So I've heard it's great. When I watched the trailer like back 2 months ago or something, I was disappointed because I thought it was going to be like, it seemed very, I don't know, the dialogue and something about it, it came across as more like, for lack of a better word, like kiddie to me, not in a bad way, but just I was expecting, I mean, it's a Transformers movie, it's not going to be for adults, but I was expecting like kind of a like a teenager-esque movie, I guess. But I've heard a lot of people say it's like absolutely incredible, so I probably will go back and watch it. I love Transformers, so I'm down to watch it. I wasn't expecting it to be a movie I would like, so I was just caught off guard, but I will check it out now. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, apparently the movie is good. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I didn't know. How often do I stream? I, not often. I had a streak there where I went for a bit, but then I started feeling bad because I was not getting any videos out, and I know that people want to see the videos, so I felt bad like putting a stream in the subscription feed for everyone when there was no like retrospective content. So I kind of slowed down a bit just because I wanted to focus on that and get the real content out there. But when I have something fun, I still hop on and hang out with a couple people. So thanks for stopping by. And BO6, I probably will be streaming a lot more. I assume everyone will. There's going to be no shortage of people to watch, but if you do want to watch me, I will be around for sure. Jonas, yeah, we are playing MWZ. We are doing it. I know you got some feelings, but which we've talked about. I think we talked about a month ago, but I'm having fun with it. I like enough about this mode. I'm very prone to saying that I love things. I would not say I love MWZ, but I am having a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, respect to that one guy on Twitter. I thought that was an official marketing account at one point. I really did, but it was just a guy who wants this movie to succeed. Okay. Make sure I don't pop this disciple bottle. That would be bad news. Okay. Alright, how are we doing? Okay, we got a bad storm for farming, but I assume as long as... I guess, yeah. So Ace, are you usually like, do you follow the drug train of thought? Is that the way to do it? Just jug suits all the way? I probably will need a couple of self-revives just so I'm not a complete liability, but I will probably stock up mostly on that. Yeah, no, Jonas, you're totally right. I would not recommend this to anyone who doesn't want to check it out. I do not blame anyone, but personally, I think that this is a really great foundation, and I hope they make another mode like this. I really, really do. I think this would be an incredible building block for not the next game, but not like Black Ops 6, but the next time they have an off year from round-based zombies. This is what I want them to build on and do better with, for sure. I'm trying to go there. Okay. Oh yeah, you're checking out the Transformers guy. Yeah, he's just replying under every viral tweet with you know what's really sick is watching Transformers. It's great. It's great. I love when people are passionate about a movie. And apparently, yeah, it's good. And then on the other side of the spectrum, I've heard people saying Joker 2 is not the one for them. Has anyone seen that? I was like I was not in love with Joker 1, but I thought it was a good enough movie for what it was. Um Oh, sorry, I ran right past the gas station. That's my bad. Um, but so I'm not like I don't have like a religious attachment to Joker 1. I'm okay if it like spits on the legacy or whatever, but I I've heard some like insane vitriol. Like people are hugely against it and I was not expecting that movie to have that way, have that reaction. Yeah, it was a musical. Apparently that's like it's like a genuine musical. Like it's not just a couple songs. Like there are like at least six or seven. Like it is a musical movie for sure. So that is definitely starting on a weird place. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That for no reason. Oh no, I need my jug. I need my jug. Don't be silly. Let's see, let's see. I genuinely expected Modern Warfare Zombies to be another Vanguard. Yeah, Dempsey, that's kind of where I am. Like, the thing is, I played Vanguard too, so like I was ready to give this a chance and be like, it's not good, but I'm still gonna play it. But this is like, yeah, I think it had a lot of really cool ideas that improved on a lot of stuff about both Vanguard and Outbreak. So yeah, I think that yeah, I agree with everything you said. That like, yeah, for sure. Okay. I've heard the Joker 2 was a very different movie than the original. That's the thing, yeah. Apparently they like it's the kind of thing it's kind of a Last Jedi situation where they were they like tried to make a commentary on the kind of people who watched the first movie. So obviously like those people felt called out. So it was like it's a bold move and I haven't seen it so I can't comment on it. So I'm just waiting to see and make a judgment. I think again, like I'm not like in love with the first movie. I think that the movies that it was pulling from, like the Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, are better movies. I think it was good for what it was, but I think that if it kind of makes a commentary on the kind of movie the first one was, that's a really interesting idea. So I'm excited to see it. Yeah, Vanguard is a guilty pleasure. You are in the right place. I am right there with you. I defend Vanguard too much. I know that it's like a bad game, and I don't like recommend anyone plays it. And I talk about it too much, even for the amount that I genuinely like it. But I just think that I see so much like negativity, like people treating it as a complete laughing stock, that I have to kind of push back and go too far in the other direction, where I'm like, yeah, no, it's not good, but it's not like the worst game ever made. It still has some, it still plays like a Call of Duty game, like it still feels good to play, and it still has some interesting mechanics, if not good mechanics. So would I say it's worth playing? Maybe even not that, but is it worth like is it a 1 out of 10 game? No, of course not. It's not a 1 out of 10. Like you would have to be truly broken to be a 1 out of 10, and it functions. It does what it's trying to do for the most part. So see, this tier 3 is way busier than the last couple games, which is annoying for us trying to get contracts. Maybe we can find one of these squads to join, but I don't know. They might not want to do the hardest content in the game, so it's hard to... Yes, there we go. We got one. There we go. Do I have... Yeah, I do have decoys. I just wanted to make sure I was be able to stow them. Thank you. Don't waste, don't waste. I can get you. I can get you. Oh no. Okay, I'll buy you a self-revive to make it up to you. It probably depends on how much you relate to Arthur as a character. That makes sense. That does make sense. I don't think I relate to Arthur as a character so much as I think he was a compelling character, so I think I'm set up to appreciate the movie. I think I'm in the right place. Yeah, Mercu, it's a good call out because that's what happened with Last Jedi. Like, I personally was not a fan of Last Jedi. But then it led to, I think we've had this discussion many times, but it then led to, like, the backlash to that movie led to Rise of Skywalker, which is just, like, doing the same thing for the 9th time. So it's like, well, if you want, like, commercially, like, big budget movies to do interesting things, you have to accept that sometimes you're not going to like those things, and you have to not be like a complete monster about it. You have to be willing to allow them to do those things, even if you're not the biggest fan. So it is like, yeah, I do understand. Like, I was right there with you with criticizing Last Jedi vocally when it came out, and I still don't think it's a good movie, but I think that I've tried to quiet down and be like, okay, I didn't like the ideas, but it's not that I don't like anything different, it's just that I didn't like this specific idea. The literally me crowd. Yeah, that's... yeah. Can't be doing that about literally the Joker. I say as I have a poster of a Batman cover with the Joker on it in my room as we speak. Listen, I like The Dark Knight as much as anyone else, but don't go too far. Don't be weird. Okay. Yeah, I should grab my perks this time on the way over. Apparently it was made purely out of spite. So I did hear that, I don't know how much, like, active spite there was. I think Todd Phillips and the writers probably felt some, like, responsibility is maybe the way to put it. Like, the wrong people were identifying with the movie. And I think I've heard that, like, DC Studios had no input. Like, it was a Todd Phillips picture. It was, like, made by the people who made it. It was no studio interference. So it was definitely the movie they wanted to make in every way. And whether people enjoy that or not, I'm sure they accomplished their goal. Hides Mr. Freeze body pillow. Listen, Mr. Freeze is a wife guy. You're allowed to like Mr. Freeze. He's doing everything for his family. Okay, stop charging and start zapping, please. There you go. Yeah, that's the thing too. They knew it was going to be controversial, so they did not share it with, which I think that's fine. I don't know if I've ever heard anything good come out of a focus group story, and maybe that's just selection bias, where it's like you only hear about the stories if they're notable. But like, I don't know, the story about like whoever it was, Lucasfilm or whatever, screening all their movies for like the fan council from now on. I don't think that's a good thing. Like, I don't think fans should be able to just say what directors have to change about their movie. I think that's crazy. So, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that, how everyone's leaning more towards focus testing these days. Just like Walter White. Listen, Walter White was not a wife guy. You think that. You think he's doing it for his family. But if you watch the show, he's doing it for himself. Season what is it? Season 6, episode 8, Felina, quote Walter White, I did it for me. I was good at it and I liked it. Listen, don't come at me about Walter White. He's doing it for himself. I like the Batman more than Joker, but what I've heard is it's incredibly boring and undoes everything the first one did. Yeah, I think that, I mean, boring is one thing. I don't know if, yeah, I haven't seen it. I have no idea. I have just heard the reviews of people who hated it, but I don't know if that's people who, like, if they wanted to make those people mad and they succeeded, like, I guess they did their job. So, it's, I don't know. I will have to see it, and I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but I will have to check it out at some point. So, I definitely will. I think it's an interesting story at the very least. Like it's an interesting idea of like a studio that's actively making a movie with contempt for people who liked their last movie. Whether it's good or not, it doesn't have to be a good movie just because they did that, but it could be good or bad still, and I'm excited to see which it is. Oh yeah, Breaking Bad is my favorite show of all time. Listen, I've seen it through probably 6 or 7 times, like too much. Yeah, it's another thing where like Walter White is not literally me. He's a bad character, but he's compelling. It's an interesting story about a certain character. You don't have to like the character to appreciate it. So that's what's it makes it very interesting to me. And of course the wrong people like that too, but it's just a great show. It's so good. Yeah, yeah. I think that finale, a lot of people hype up Ozymandias as like the best episode, which is true. It's a great show. Great episode, of course. But I think the finale like probably beats it just in terms of like they had a lot to wrap up and it's a long series, they had a lot to do and they nailed it. I think that is one of the best finales to a show of all time. So, yeah, seeing him finally admit that he is that person. Yeah, absolutely. El Camino, though, I don't hate it. Oh no, someone stole. Weekend Bounty. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So my thing with El Camino is I don't dislike it. It's a great great like movie, great bit of media. The thing is for me, it doesn't add anything. Like it basically just feels like another episode of Breaking Bad. It doesn't feel like the Breaking Bad movie. It's just like it's another episode, right? And that's fine, but you already had the greatest finale in TV show history. Like, did we need this? It's cathartic to see what happens to Jesse, but I mean him just driving through that gate at the end of the finale, like that's also cathartic. Like we already kind of saw what happened. I'm not like mad about it at all. It's just like and I'll watch it again, absolutely. It's masterfully made. It just wasn't really necessary. It was just another episode, and we already had 6 seasons of episodes. Yeah, unnecessary epilogue, exactly. Look at him perched up there like Batman. Ace of Spades, my savior. Dempsey, yeah, that shootout scene was so good. The thing I love about Breaking Bad as well, another thing I love, is the modern Western vibe. Like, I love a good spaghetti Western, and this is like the epitome of the modern Western, where it's not like cowboys shooting it out, but it has those same tropes. And like that duel was one of the coolest things they've done with that framework of modern Western. Where'd he go? Why is he all the way over there? Let me try and let me see if I can get this last face here before I die. I didn't even get it. Okay, I'll try and get him to face you. Okay, he's dead. Nice. Elemental pop recipe. I don't think you need that. I'm going to pack my gun. Actually, I'll try and grab this. No, there's someone right there. I'll just pack my gun then. And then Yeah, I still want to stack up a couple of self revives, so I am not quite ready yet. El Camino was unnecessary. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone here is on the same page. Like it's some great stuff, but absolutely unnecessary. Better Call Saul, I was going into it expecting kind of something similar. A very like, do we really need a prequel about Saul? Like Saul is a complete character, and then they started bringing in Gus and Mike, and I was like, do we really need to drag up these characters even more? But I don't think it's better than Breaking Bad, but it is absolutely on par. So I'm glad it exists, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting to be a very similar kind of like, it's fine, but no, it's its own thing for sure. I'll come up to your roof and get him to open his mouth a bit more. Oh, fell right through a hole in the roof. Yeah, Jonas, I would recommend it. I think, um, yeah, I don't think any part of it is better than Breaking Bad. The finale is not a better finale than Breaking Bad is, but it's because it goes like I just did the same thing again. No one, everyone turn off the stream. Everyone close their browser for a second while I get on this frickin' roof. Um, yeah, but like, for what it is, it's a great finale for the character, and it goes like into the past and future, which is a cool device, so that you're still, it's not like a full prequel, which is good. Um, so yeah, they still managed to introduce some interesting complexities into a character that I thought was pretty much done. Halfway through this, oh, go there right now. Watch the season finale of Better Call Saul. You gotta check that out. Yeah, it's I love how they they brought the two stories together. I think it was really great. I thought the future stuff was just gonna be like the start of each season they show like 10 minutes, but they managed to tell a really interesting story in that format. And yeah, and bring it all together as well. Oh no. Do I? I don't have enough for a jug suit. So what am I? I have 4 self revives. 4 self revives is enough. I'm gonna stack up on jugs now, just to be safe. Even though Ace doesn't need them, he's a B guy. But I will do. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Thank you. Okay. Honestly, 2 jugs might be enough for me. If you just want to get this show on the road, if you don't want to waste any more time here with me, I could probably go in now. I think I'm happy with that. We have to do a spore, which is right here. Perfect. Yeah, Better Call Saul adds depth without ever taking away anything from Breaking Bad. Like I don't think it ever cheapened anything that happened in the original show. So, but it also didn't feel unnecessary and like completely pointless. Like it was a good balance of being meaningful but without taking anything away. So yeah, I I am with you there. Honestly, we don't need to finish this contract. I just wanted to grab an inhibitor if you want to just head out. Or if you want to get the points. If you need, do you need to buy anything? Let me know if you want anything else. Okay. Yeah, Saul is a really interesting foil to Walter. And it's not super explicit, but it is like it's almost a more tragic story because Walt was like pretty much corrupted from the start. He had no moral issues with a lot of it. Saul had a lot more issues at the start, and then his descent was further in a way. Yeah, it was a really interesting story to tell after one of the greatest shows ever. I'm glad they had the stones to attempt it. Okay. I am fully papped. I am self-revive and jugged up. I have my decoys. Oh, yep. I'm set. Okay. All right. I have done this boss fight. I did it solo once, and I've done it with a random squad like 2 more times after that. So I'm not new to this, but I'm definitely not a master. So we will see how this goes. And if you... Oh, I can't stow my self-revive. Oh, yes, I can. I need to... There. The Elder Sigil's gone, and now I stow. And then you get a free self-revive if you have an empty slot there. Every time you enter a Dark Ether, it gives you a self. Refills your tactical, refills your ammo, so that's a cool little feature. Because you're always going to be spending a sigil to get in, so you can always basically duplicate one. Feels so weird, someone opening their inventory and saying 20 jugs. Yeah, if you have a coordinated squad in tier 3, like each contract, especially with containment levels giving you like a 30% boost on points, like you can stack up the points real quick and have nothing to spend them on. So I have heard of myhouse.wad doggy. So I never got into Doom like modded maps. I never have even dipped a toe in that world. I played the original Doom like a couple times, but I don't know pretty much anything about that. I've just heard that it's a very unique concept. I honestly don't know too much about it, so I really have no idea what that is, other than like people saying it's a mind bender apparently. But yeah, I don't know anything about it. One of those. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to get my decoys out because I'm going to be getting an R4D detector. And I keep hearing different information about this. I've heard that you actually don't need to see all the arrows, like, with the detector. You can just run through the maze. I don't know the path, but at launch I heard that you did actually have to look at all the arrows, but now I hear that you don't. Pop this. Okay. I probably should have popped it closer to the maze. Hopefully I don't have too much troubles. Yeah, there we go. I see that one. I'm just playing it safe and making sure I see all of the arrows just in case, but I don't think you actually need to do that. Okay. Yeah, that disciple makes things so much easier. I actually haven't had that before, and... Oh no! Oh no. Okay, maybe. I got it. Don't get up. I got you. There we go. So I want to stow that, then I want to drop that, and then I want to get my decoys, and then I want to pick up the skull. Okay. Do I think Walter had... yeah, interesting. Oh, I shouldn't have been looking at my map. Ace, if you have a chance, can you ping where this needs to go? I am, all turned around in the very bottom floor of this Dark Ether. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Do I think Walter White, when he first killed Crazy 8, spoilers for season 1 of Breaking Bad, I think he... Come on. Not as much as he could have. I think he had a little bit. He had some humanity left at that point, but it was... Like, he was telling Jesse to kill people, like, off rip. Like, he was very happy to do that. And then he was kind of defending himself, like he did take the key out and he was going to let him go before he saw the plate. But, I mean, I think he was confronted with the severity of what he was telling people to do. Like when he was telling Jesse to kill someone, he didn't really comprehend what that was. But even when he did comprehend it, he wasn't too upset by it. Like it, I think he could have been a lot less. He could have been a lot more hesitant, maybe. Oh, I don't have anything great for this guy, actually. Maybe I'll just Scorcher. Oh, the RGL? Amazing. Oh no, was that an energy mine? Okay. Oh. Perfect. You know what? I was gonna say sometimes I've gone in here and done the Outlast, but let's just play it safe and go straight to the boss fight. Let's just run it. Video structure way. Okay. Okay, so that's a good call. Yeah, maybe I'll experience my WOD that way and see what all the hype is about instead of having to try and figure out what's actually happening. It's curious how in American TV shows people shoot to kill. Yeah, I'm not American, but as Canadian, obviously I get a lot of American media, and it is, I mean, it's overstated by Europeans, like, oh, Americans are so... No, that's not what I want to do. Americans are so, like, obsessed with violence and so against sex culture, but, like, they're not wrong. Like, it's a weird dichotomy where kind of the cultures are flipped. And as a Canadian, like, we inherit more of the American stuff, but we're also kind of in the middle, so... Yeah, the ultra-violence and, like, killing being an acceptable police response in literally any situation, that is definitely a weird artifact. Oh my god. So I am on controller, but that doesn't excuse how bad that aim just was. Come on. The giant operator skin, yeah. Yeah. You know what? This operator skin makes me mad because, she has a tank top on. Like, why would that be like, I understand they don't want to have a naked woman, but you don't have to, like, she doesn't have to be naked. Like, she's just a cloud of dark ether energy. Like, why did she need to have a tank top and a little towel on her waist? You know what? I probably should have popped the jug earlier, but I will do it now. Oh, and we need to deal with those guys. Whoopsies. Oh no. Okay, let's go. Does that destroy the jug suit if if it's on the island with the slam attack? Oh, looks like no. But she does teleport, which is annoying. But maybe I'll try and at the very least, clear the orbs, the flying orbs, these little guys. Where is she? Come on. Oh. sorry. This is another moment where I do have to focus a little bit. I didn't actually equip a jug, also. Next time she moves, I'll immediately throw a jug. Honestly, the strategy here is just to get to her island, run up in front of her, shoot like 2 orbs, try and grab 2 orbs, and then immediately like run off the front of the island. Like just keep moving forward until you get to the edge of the island and then go all the way off. Nice, nice. So I did say I was going to get a jug, but he has one active right now, so I'm just going to wait. I think we can get through this phase without it. Yeah, we got the big, because she didn't move before we destroyed all her orbs, so we got a big, big chunk of damage. Okay, I'll throw one at the main island. Is she doing slam right now? Oh no! Yeah, Entity Echo is the same boss that was in the story mission, but you don't have the second phase where you need to charge up Jensen, because obviously there is no Jensen. And, you don't, yeah, it's just more health, and obviously tier Elder, like Elder Aether zombies. So just harder in every way. Decoy. Yucko. I'm good, I'm good. Oh, that's annoying. Am I gonna be in a... Yeah, I think... Oh no, no! Okay, we're good, we're good. I thought I was gonna be falling forever. Okay. What are we at? We're at 10 minutes? Oh, this is easy work, easy work. Get that shoulder, yes. So yeah, fall damage, there's a little chip damage when you fall off the front, but I don't actually know how much it is, and I've found that as long as I have like 2 bars of armor, it's fine. I haven't died from just doing one of these. Yeah, it looks like it's a bar and like a tiny bit of armor that it does, which is not too bad. Let's see. Actually, yeah, I'll wait this one out, do some damage here, and then next movement, I'll throw my last jug. This will be my last one. I got healing aura for you if you need. Let me wait until slam, and then I got you. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that. You got up, right? No, we're good. Okay, there we go. She's teleporting. Oh my god, there's so many orbs in the ceiling, or in the ceiling. The ceiling of the outside is the sky. Oh no, 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 no. Armor, armor, armor. She's doing the beam. Sorry, I could have gotten some shots off there, but if she was targeting me with the beam, that would have been an insta-kill. Nice! Nice interrupt. Okay, I don't have a decoy, which is annoying. I was kind of hoping to run in here and grab a decoy, or throw a decoy. Sorry, just catching up on chat. Yeah, I think you're right, Jonas. I was thinking about Emilio and Crazy 8, but you're right that Emilio died from the chemicals. It wasn't... Jesse just had to melt the body, which is a pretty crazy task to give somebody, but technically it's not murder, so you're absolutely right that I believe Gale is the only one. sorry, Doggy Dog said that, and then, yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You're all here. Oh, this is bad. Not even one shoulder? Is it just hands? Just one hand? Hand! Oh, no. Okay, we still have 6 minutes. I mean, we got this, as long as... Because I have, like, how many self-revives? I have, like, 5 in the chamber. So we're good here. It's just annoying that she has this tiny little bit of health. Okay. This is the one. Yeah, Mercu. A good thing I read your whole message. I was going to try and go into it a bit, but yeah, chat, don't spoil Mercu. But yeah, they announced on the COD pod today that they are making some changes to Liberty Falls. It's not going to be exactly what we saw at COD Next. So that's as far as I'll say, but yes. End of story. Come on, controller aim, controller aim. That's another slam attack, right? Yep. Oh. Oh, is this it? Yeah, good kill. I just love watching that happen. Very nice. And, oh, my disciple stayed alive that whole time? Insane. Yeah, this boss fight, obviously there wasn't a ton of content in MWZ, but to have this as the finale was definitely worth it. I have storage rift plans, huge. Elder Sigil, obviously we equipped the Infinite Cosmos. I got the, here, you take this for XP at least. For schematic cooldown, if nothing else. And I think that's everything else, yeah. Good game. Ace, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I would not have beaten that boss fight solo, so this was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining. Alright. GG's, absolutely. Okay, sorry, I missed all of that chat, pretty much, because I was focused in. But yeah, that was a lot better than it's gone in the past. What did I downed once? Twice, maybe? Not too bad. Yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, talking about it's Dempsey, haven't done any Rift stuff. Yeah, I think you have a good, like, if you want to keep playing, you have a good grind in front of you, because the schematics is like the meat of what they want you to be doing post game, and if you still have some stuff to do there, that's definitely going to be some of the best content for sure. And then the boss fight is obviously incredible. Okay, and then yeah, I talked about Liberty Falls. And then, yeah, he did kill a couple more people. Jesse did. Yes. Sorry, a couple different conversations going on. And then, is MWZ the closest thing we have to a story-based zombies experience? I would say no. It's not... I mean, like, you can get some story out of it, but I think it's, like... Obviously, you have, like, the markers on your map telling you where to get the story, telling you, like, where the story missions are, but other than 4 story missions... it's like 99% of your time playing the game, it's open world, so I would very much hesitate to call it a story-based experience. Not even story-based, but like, yeah, no. Honestly, like, I would give that to... What'd I give that to? Genuinely, completely unironically, I would probably give it to a Vanguard map. Like, either the Terra Maledicta or Shinonuma Reborn quests are more... like streamlined. Obviously they are different kinds of like experiences, but if you want to just do the story quest, like, that's fairly easy to do, and you get a relatively simple progression, like from point A to point B. What about Final Reich? Final Reich, yeah, good call, especially if you count like the the little prologue the very first time you play it when you go to Groston House, and then you jump straight into Final Reich right after that. Like that's a very cinematic experience. And it has the World War II like guidebook, so it has the quest in front of you. So that, yeah, maybe I give it to that. You're right. Yeah, that is a good call. Who do I think Modern Warfare Zombies is for? I think so. What they've been trying to do since at least Outbreak, maybe you might even count some of the things like gauntlets and rush mode, or maybe specifically gauntlets in Black Ops 4, as they've been wanting to do like objective based experiences for a while. That's what Vanguard was entirely. All of Vanguard was just supposed to be their objective based thing. I think that this is the closest they've gotten to making that work. And the reason they're doing that is because casual players want a goal. Like, I can't even say I'm exempt from that. Obviously, I'm a very classic zombies player, but I do love to have a specific goal and be told what to do. As much as I love a sandbox, separately and equally, I love that kind of experience, and I think that's definitely a more casual thing. So it is trying to get more casual players. I don't disagree with you there. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's not just trying to get like camo grinders. Modern Warfare Zombies is not just for camo grinders. It has some value in and of itself as a specific mode. It's a tough question. They're trying to expand the zombies audience to... They don't necessarily want to Warzone-ify or multiplayer-ify zombies. They just want to make a new fourth thing, like campaign, multiplayer, zombies, Warzone. I guess it's fifth. Like round-based zombies, and then objective-based something. So I think it's trying to capture a whole new audience, not new to COD, but a group that has never played together before. Like, you can have a team of multiplayer players and zombies players all working together in this, and they're all getting pretty much the same thing. It's kind of a perfect balance between the two. Because this is not a zombies mode. It's not like there are zombies in it, and it has zombies on the name, but other than the fact that the enemies do melee damage to you, it is not the same as any zombies thing we've ever had before. It could be like, this could be a extinction mode. Like, the shape of the enemies doesn't matter. This doesn't have to be zombies. It's just zombies for the branding. I think this is supposed to be something totally new. I don't think it got all the way there. We've talked about that, but they're trying. They are trying. They have been trying, and they're going to keep trying. So, yeah, it's a long answer to say, is it for the Warzone crowd? Kind of, but not like just them. It's supposed to be for everyone. It's kind of like a midpoint. Like, if you draw a circle or a square where Warzone's in one corner, multiplayer's in the other corner, it's not supposed to be like all the way Warzone. It's supposed to be right in the middle of that square. And you can argue that if you're trying to please everyone, you're not actually pleasing anyone. That is an argument you can make. Yeah, it's complicated. I'm not an Activision marketing executive, so I don't know. Would I recommend it? I would, for people who have Modern Warfare 3 already or have it on Game Pass. I'm not going to say spend $80 to get this. If you don't think you're going to like it, you might not. But if you give it a chance and you don't have to invest anything to do it, I think that it's worth a shot. But again, we were talking at the start of the stream that like the first 5 games you play are the worst 5 games. Like, you're going to have the least fun. So it sucks to, like, it's the people who say like, oh, this show really gets good at season 5. Like, do I have to watch the first 4 seasons that you've admitted are not good? So it's hard to say like, this game really gets good once you have like all the schematics unlocked. Like, it gets good once you have all of this stuff, but that's represents like 30 hours of content. So that's why it's hard to recommend. Yeah, I really do think it's worth a try, but maybe people have missed the boat. Like, it's too late now. I don't know, because you have to have some motivation to do it, to get through that first little grind, and the game does not provide that motivation. So yeah, it's tough. It's a tough thing to do. That said, I am probably gonna wrap up here, but before I go, I want to, because it is now October and I am able to gift memberships, and I am able to gift memberships, which means people can watch the newest video early. That's going to be, if you don't get a membership, don't worry, don't stress. The video is coming out publicly in a couple days, but since I have this option, I'm just gonna throw it out there, and if anyone gets lucky, they'll be able to watch the new video just a second earlier. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Membership gifting. I am gifting 5 memberships. My gift has been announced in live chat. Parker Davis, congratulations. Monkey Zone, congratulations. Lightning Spark 21. Patrick Unabaso Uracha, congratulations. And Colton Watkins, hello, hello. So yeah, that just gives, if anyone's in chat, that lets you watch the new video early. But again, everyone is going to get to watch it soon. It's not gated by any means. It's just an early preview. So yes, congratulations to everyone. So yes, if you weren't on that list, definitely hang out and keep an eye on the channel. It's not the Black Ops 4 retrospective, which is coming, but the next video is something shorter just to get out before BO6. It's kind of like what I hope is in BO6, but not the same kind of video that everyone's making, because my thing is like the thing that doesn't matter that I hope is in BO6. No spoilers, but it's this tiny detail that I think is in the older games that isn't in the new games. Yeah, no spoilers again, but it's a fun little video, cute little video, not too long. Just yeah. And yeah, I skipped ahead to Cold War. I jumped ahead. It's actually going to be a full retrospective of all of Cold War and Vanguard put together. I thought I'd combine them into one big video. No. Yeah, Black Ops 4 is coming. It is. I did not quit after Revelations, but it's gonna take a second. It's a long video. Ace of Spades, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the membership. Hello, hello. You know, if I could have chosen who these memberships go to, I wish I could have given it to you because you carried me through like 2 different Dark Ethers. Thank you for joining. Thank you. That's very kind of you. You did not have to do that, but I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. Yeah, I feel like I've said everything. I've talked way too much. Let me actually catch up. Jonas, so you said, yeah, like I was saying, yeah, it's tough. The game does not have a lot of intrinsic motivation, except like, you know that like 10 hours down the line, you're gonna get cool stuff, but those first 10 hours, it's tough. So yeah, I do think that it's the kind of thing where you have to have a friend group who wants to play it or something. So I'm not going to say everyone has to play it. Everyone has to give it a try. I'm just saying, like, if you want to check it out, it's worth it. For some people, sorry, I kind of trailed off there. It's worth it for some people. If you can find the value in it, I can, but I'm not going to say everyone can. Dempsey40, welcome to the channel as well. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. I hope you enjoy the video. But no, I really appreciate the support. And yes, so I do have, there are little emoticons. I haven't updated them in almost a year, but there you can put a little Ted face in there. You can also do, what else can you do? Got a Juggernaut icon. Yeah, I really should update these. But yeah, you get some member emojis in chat. Yes. So yeah, I will be streaming a lot more in Black Ops 6. So hopefully you guys check that out. But yeah, Dempsey, Ace of Spades, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And thank you everyone. I think I've already said this, but thank you everyone for stopping by. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, thanks guys. I will be logging off now, but see you maybe when Black Ops 6 releases. I might talk to you then.